smashed in with a bottle from a drunken guy on steroids.
Yeah!
My wife tells me I have ADD. You know what I say, right, Mike?
Yeah!
Beep, beep,
Yeah!
beep, beep,
Yeah!
Be more interesting.
Welcome to Three People Like This.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in live to Three People Like This, continuing coverage of Winter Storm William. As you can see outside your windows, it's a dangerous world out there. There are flakes of snow falling rapidly at times, and then other times not so rapidly, to the ground where it then remains. We'll be continuing coverage of the flakes of snow that fall to the ground and stay there. What we predict is more of those flakes continuing to fall to the ground and then staying there. When we go outside to our Michael Artis, our roving weatherman reporter, he will be reporting live from the parking lot, showing you the flakes of snow that fall slowly to the ground and then stay there. And what you can expect for the rest of the day until the clouds containing the snow move past our area is flakes of snow falling to the ground and then staying there. And you'll see people on grown-up, adult people on live television keeping up this amount of energy about snow falling to the ground and then staying there. And then they'll say things like, hey, Bob, I'm in Long Island where there's flakes of snow falling to the ground and staying there. How does it look in New Jersey, Bob? Well, Tim, there's flakes of snow falling to the ground and then staying there here too. And what we predict after minutes, hours, and sometimes days of this type of activity is an accumulation of those flakes of snow, upwards of 6 to 12 to maybe 90 inches. And when that happens, I will probably stimulate myself on live TV because nothing's more excited than flakes of snow falling to the ground and then staying there. I'm TJ Stone. I had to get that out of my system. Holy mother of God, Olga.
Hello.
Are you sick of the snow coverage yet?
I didn't even watch.
You didn't even watch because you went to sleep.
The weather report.
You went to sleep at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, and I woke up at 8.
And you woke up at 8 to be here with me. I am
Just
honored
for you.
that you did this.
You should be so
Because there's,
honored.
hold on, we're just getting this in. Yes, that's right. More flakes of snow
Oh, shit.
falling to the ground and staying there. We'll keep you updated as the show progresses, but that's the status as we speak right now, Olga. Here's a young lady who's a comedian who is 22, 1, 3, I don't know what she is. But instead of sleeping in after a night of being a comedian and having a wonderful, exciting life, she chose to be here with me. And I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
You're the only warrior I know. Because everybody's tucked away in their beds, scared to death.
I know, right? It's
What's
crazy.
it about? What's it about?
It's not even snowing.
Courtney was supposed to be here with us.
Yes, she was.
Courtney?
Shout out to Courtney.
Courtney Davis?
Yeah, she's
Is she part
scared.
of it?
She's Jewish.
She's a comedian?
She's Jewish.
She's
and
Jewish.
She has that worry.
I don't know. You're Jewish.
Mother. Yeah, but
So am I.
I rebel. You're not Jewish.
My
You're
mother
part Jewish.
was
Are you?
named Sophie.
Is that for real?
Yeah.
Is Sophie a Jewish name?
I'm sticking with it. If I'm going to stay in show business, I better be half Jewish.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, you're show business Jewish. I know
Show
people
business.
that do
Yeah,
that. By
like
the
Sammy
way.
Davis Jr. Yeah.
What is
It's
the
going to get a
snow?
lot worse later, the snow, you see, and being Jewish. Just
keep
from the
alive.
control room, it's going to get a lot worse later on in life. I'm not sure if they were talking about being Jewish or the snow. By the way,
Both.
just a quick update. Outside the window, I can see flakes of snow.
I love how there's a window.
There's the window with
See the
flakes of snow.
snow? You see the snow?
Hi, flakes. By the way, man, Rolling Corners said last night that there's no reason for you guys not to have a ton of viewers. Most of the content you produce is amazing. That's a double-edged sword there a little bit, isn't it? In
Yeah.
other words, it kind of denotes that we don't have a ton of viewers yet.
Well, how does he know? Maybe we have tons.
We do have tons for what we do. Well, we have thousands and hundreds of thousands of views.
You do?
Yes.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Olga.
Oh my God.
I can't call you Olga.
I have been getting random followers, I have to say.
See? That's the 3PLT effect.
Yeah.
You know, not a lot of hosts can just take a sip of water in the middle of the show. Like, if you swallow loud enough, they hear it.
I know.
How does that sound? Did you can't hear
It's
it?
very good. It
Yeah.
sounds like when my mother swallows her
What?
water. It's like
She does. She's
she
a loud.
always does it. Always.
She's a loud swallower.
Yeah. Ooh.
Hey, you said it. I'm talking about water. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I get it from my mom.
I mean, you know. So you're a loud swallower as well.
I'm a loud spitter.
Welcome to Be Terrific TV, 3 People Like This TV on Apple TV and Roku TV and Amazon Fire and BeTerrific.com and 3peoplelikethis.com. I'm here with loud swallower Olga Namer.
That's funny.
And walking slowly into the studio is my own personal hero, Michael Artsis. Just double checking the cameras, doing his thing. I like this better. By the way, I'm wearing this for Kevin. You know what that means?
No,
Hodl to the moon, Olga.
I like it.
You know what it means?
Go to the moon and
Hold
land
on
in
for
my-
dear life
and
to the moon.
back.
It's a cryptocurrency t-shirt. It means hold your cryptos until it
Do you
takes you to
do
the
it?
moon. Yeah, I do it.
So that's Bitcoin, right? Am I making the? I don't know.
No, it's
Oh, okay.
Bitcoin, it's Ethereum, it's Ripple, Tron.
do it?
I do it
Why?
because I love it. It's the future.
I don't like it.
That's what most people say, but most people, not most people, that's what most people who don't know about it say.
How much money did you put in there? You don't want to say.
I could tell you.
Well,
how
you
about
don't
if I
have to
give you an
say it.
amount? How about if I told you I made
No percentage of what you
I
have.
made 3,000% on the money that I invested since
Oh, but you invested early.
November. No, yeah,
So why don't you sell it?
I did.
Oh, good.
That's why I'm able to just sit here at 10 o'clock in the morning and talk to you about snow.
That's how you pay for my
See how that
Uber.
goes? Yeah, that's how I pay for your Uber. See?
Thank you,
pay
Bitcoin.
By the way, thank you for saying that. We're very generous here at Be Terrific and
Very.
3 People Like This. We pay for
Very.
people's Ubers.
You pay for my. You give me the cash, and my father's credit card's on the Uber, and I just pocket the money. Why do you
Should we
think
do the
I came
transaction
here?
now? How much
Why do
money
you
was
think I
it?
came
How much
here?
was Uber?
Oh,
No?
no,
I said
not,
this before.
Not.
Fat guys from Brooklyn always have cash on them. You like
Yeah.
that line, right? How much is the Uber?
No, not.
Sweetheart, how much is the Uber?
Not.
Well, how much is the Uber? Was the guy nice to you? Was he a gentleman?
But he had a very long beard.
You want me to send somebody over there to talk to him?
It's okay.
Whenever I get cash out of my pocket, I become my Uncle Vinny.
Mm-hmm.
I have an actual Uncle Vinny. What do you need? How much is the Uber?
No.
By the way, flakes of snow continue to fall outside the studio. I don't know which ear to press.
They charge extra when it snows.
I
by the-
trimmed my ear hairs because I knew Olga would be here staring into my right ear. How did I do? I hope I got it all.
I guess.
I hope
yeah.
there's no. Is there wax?
It looks
No
a
wax.
little less hairier than
Less
the last
hairier
time.
than normal.
Yeah.
Could we get a little something? What was it like growing up in Brooklyn?
I don't know. I don't remember it. I block out my childhood. That's the most vague
This is my-
answer, but it's true.
This is my serious, introspective voice.
Yeah.
What's it like being a woman in this day and age?
It's rough.
Great.
No, actually, it's good.
It's good.
People say it's hard, but I like it.
You like being a woman?
You have to be able to do it.
That was
you
a
know?
completely generic, off-the-cuff question, and I like the idea that you stuck with it. What do you like about being a woman? Other than being able to take your clothes off and look at yourself, that must be wonderful.
No.
I like. I mean, I don't want to get. I don't want
I
to get too
would
personal.
say it's annoying to get dressed as a woman,
I'm
even
just
though I dress like
but-
men at the time.
But from my perspective, I could just, if it was me, I could just see a naked woman anytime I want by taking off my clothes. That's what I would love about being a woman.
Yeah, but it wouldn't.
Is that bad to say?
It wouldn't.
No, but I would have my brain.
I guess you'd want to go to the locker room, the female locker room.
I
and
would
look
have
at
my
all the
brain.
girls.
I would have my brain and a woman's body, and then I would just stare at the mirror. Does
I
that-
guess you could do that.
I'm a grown man. I'm a grown up, and I'm saying these things. Now, really, what was your night like? Explain it to me, because you got up. You went to bed at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, so what did I do last night?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then we'll tell you what I did last night.
Well, I had a very busy day yesterday.
Okay.
So I landed, not yesterday, but in the morning at 2 a.m.
From where?
From Florida. My best friend got married.
Your best
Friends.
Orthodox friend?
She's Orthodox, yeah.
So you went to an Orthodox wedding last night.
No, that was Sunday.
So,
I'm not liking these close-ups on me.
you
My face
look
looks
beautiful. Look at
gross.
me. I really look like a lump of fat with a face on it. Like a literal lump of fat, and they just photoshopped a talking face into it.
No.
I said before, I have to stop saying
look
that because I want to
very
lose
fit.
weight.
Yeah, so
I'm not saying
I
I'm
was
very
in
fit.
Florida.
I would accept handsome, but fit? No, maybe this section.
You look fit for
Thank you.
yourself. I don't know. You know when people say, you look good for yourself. You look good for yourself. It's like, what the
Nobody's
fuck?
ever said that.
We can't say. What does that mean?
Nobody's ever said that to me.
Really?
Fit for yourself. That sounds like a very, I mean, we keep going back to the Jewish thing, but it sounds very Jewish.
Oh, really?
And I told you, I'm an adopted Jew. Like,
People always say, you look good for yourself. Or like, what were they telling me the whole weekend? You look so healthy. Like, F you.
So, was it an Orthodox wedding?
Yes.
Then we have to update
Not
people.
separate seating.
But we have to update people on who you are real quick. I don't want to assume that they've watched.
Orthodox Jew.
She is a comedian, a brilliant comedian. And she was an Orthodox, she was raised Orthodox Jewish.
Yes.
Was married at the age of
But modern.
3 months. She was 3 months old when she got married. And she left her husband and left the marriage and left the life, so to speak, to pursue a life in comedy.
Yeah.
And now she's here with me.
Yeah.
So, sometimes you make a good choice, sometimes not so much.
Yeah.
It happens. But, I mean, maybe in general it was a good choice, but the idea that you wound up here with me, I don't know.
I know.
But,
I could have been, where would I could be in bed right
You
now.
could be married to a multi-gazillionaire. But
I
listen,
could still do that.
you can still do that and be happy. I know some crypto guys that are looking for a nice
Unless
gal.
I make my own money.
So the idea that you went to an Orthodox wedding over the weekend is funny.
My brother was there, snubbed me the whole time.
He snubbed you.
He doesn't like me.
He didn't talk to you, your own brother?
How mean is that?
Why?
He only talks to me when I have a boyfriend who's Jewish. So, I'm not kidding.
What the hell is
high.
what's the mindset behind that? What is it?
That's what he did.
But if you show up with a Jewish
Oh,
boyfriend,
he would be my friend.
that means you're worthy of speaking to.
I think so. For him.
Jesus.
I think he's just not happy with my life choices.
See, Italians are different. We speak to people when they're
Down.
dating someone that doesn't
down.
have a criminal record.
That.
He doesn't have a criminal record? Fantastic.
Fantastic.
He only did a year and a half?
Well, my
In
brother
state?
loved
Fine.
me. My brother loved me when someone had a criminal record.
He did.
As long as they're Jewish, he's like all about it. You know what
No
I'm saying?
sequestering. Oy vey, Daquinha. Hey, Johnny, what's up, my man? Monkey, yeah, Brooklyn. So I'm looking at the chat, talking to you. This is what we do now.
Chat,
This is
yeah,
it. It's ADD Nation. You ready?
Yeah,
Me, you, chat.
good. I like it.
Does it hurt you when he doesn't talk to you? Or do you know he's just being an idiot?
This is the thing. At first, it didn't bother me. But then I had this boyfriend in the summer that was Jew. And he was like my best friend. He was all about it, inviting me to things, barbecues at his house.
Let's get a timeline. You left, how many years ago did you get a divorce and move to the city to pursue comedy?
6 years ago.
All right, so
maybe.
6 years ago. So then, did you then show up to a family function
I would
with a
always
goy?
show up. Oh, never.
You wouldn't go.
I had a
you wouldn't.
secret boyfriend.
Did they know you had a secret goy? For those of you
They
not,
thought he was my boss.
for those of you not from California or New York, or California or New York, New Jersey, goy means somebody that's not Jewish.
Very. Yeah,
I'm super goy. She said, what did you say that I am before? Massively goy or?
big time goy.
Big time goy.
Major goy.
BTG, ladies and gentlemen.
BTG.
Big time
time goy.
goy. But I love the Jews. What can I say? I got to talk to you about my rabbi later.
Would you convert for?
I would
to be
convert in
with
a
Jewish
heartbeat.
Woman?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, I would. But I'm happily married to a
My
wonderful, beautiful
parents
Italian
won't
lady.
accept converts.
They
I mean,
won't?
my father claims he would, but please.
What if I really overdid it and talked, and I showed up and I had a yarmulke on,
Some people lie and they just say, "Yeah, I'm Jewish."
and then I
As-
did like a constant imitation of the rabbi that I knew growing up, my rabbi.
They think
Rabbi
that's
Ginsburg.
annoying.
They would do it. It's like over the top.
They'd be like, "Who is this Ashkenaz?"
Ashkenaz. This.
Sephardic.
So if I showed up, see the problem with Rabbi Ginsburg is that everything he said took very, very long sentences to complete. And there was a time, Thomas, eye contact, please. Let me tell you a story about David. Now, not David from the Bible. This story, Thomas, look at me, is about David, my cousin. He was a man, and that's the Rabbi Ginsburg. I could do that all day. Now, if I showed up and said, your daughter and I were very happy, and I would like to ask you if it's okay if I date her.
Why do you think they talk like that?
That's the only reference I have. That's Rabbi
They
Ginsburg.
definitely teach that in rabbi school.
That's
like
right.
when you give a sermon, this is how you have
All
to
of them
sound.
do, right?
They practice.
So you're not
for
asking
sure.
me why I think that. You're thinking like, you're asking me why they actually do talk like that.
Yeah.
Did you have a rabbi like that growing up? That's cool.
Everyone, every rabbi delivers like that.
So I just created a new character called Every Rabbi.
Every rabbi.
Olga, I understand you want to leave
like
your husband.
they do the
This is not the way.
Yeah.
Where you gonna go? You're gonna go out with the mitzigash, and you're gonna go and you're gonna talk to people, the very evil people in the world.
Evil.
That's what they would say to you.
No.
So wait a minute. So let's get back to this.
They didn't mind.
More importantly, Olga went to facepalm there. What's that? Goyim fever. Olga has got fever. Goyim fever.
What does that mean? I love goyim.
That's what that means.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have goyim fever.
And I am big time goy.
I love Jews too, but it's just.
I love Jews too, but to me, Jews are like, because I wasn't born and raised around Jews.
I think it's because when I'm with a Jew, to meet like a male, like a guy,
Yeah.
it feels like now I have to get married and like end my life.
They're always judging you, right? It's
No,
always like
it means like it's not casual. You
It's
know
al-
what
there's
I
always that
mean?
stress
There's
of-
always like, you know, I'm talking like a rabbi.
yeah, it's okay.
It's like there's always like, okay, like you can only date them for X amount of time until you marry them, and it's just too much.
There's no like,
Yeah,
there's no like, this is not working. There's no such thing, right? It's like, no, we're getting married.
Exactly. Or my parents are like, okay, psyched, she's having kids.
But isn't
It's like,
it?
okay,
But
it doesn't matter.
there's no consideration for like what really might make you happy. There's no consideration for like, look, man, I really don't want to get married. I just want to date, and there's none of that.
I think they think, well, my father thinks that, you know, he'll tell me, he's like, the time is now to have kids. He's like, we're not waiting for you to become some maybe successful comedian. He's like, that could wait.
I'm speechless.
Why?
I hate that.
You do.
I despise that way of thinking.
You know what he told me? It was so mean. He goes like this. So this guy was asking me out, and he's a good guy. He's a
Right.
very nice guy, but like, he was older, and I just said that, like, I didn't click, and I was just telling him that, like, I don't want to give too many details.
Yeah, it just
because
didn't work. It wasn't
but
working.
I was like, yeah, and then I was like, why are you pushing this person on me? And my father is like, he's the only person that would tolerate you.
Jesus
What does that mean? Tolerate me?
Dad.
I said, tolerate? He's like, you know what I mean. He'll deal with you.
But, you know,
That
that's...
doesn't make it
But
better.
what's that cultural thing? I watched, you know, it's not unlike a very hard line. It's just a religious thing. Like Catholics do the
think
same
it's
thing.
religious?
Muslims do the same. Yes.
Or it's tradition too.
It's tradition. It's what you give it whatever word you want. It's wrong. It's a horrible way of thinking when you consider the fact that you know, the Earth is basically a marble in space that we're spinning around, and there's life on it, and here we are as life. It's a miracle, but who the hell is a person to tell another grown-up person to make decisions for the rest of their existence based on what I want, and do it under the guise of a religion? That to me is insanity.
But
I don't care if it's Jewish or Muslim or Catholic or whatever.
That, like, I would be, in the long run, I would be happy.
No, he doesn't know that.
And he's also probably worried.
About what?
Because, I don't know, maybe he doesn't want to pay for me anymore.
Money is money. Money. Listen, if he loves you, and truly, at the end of the day, money for a father is nothing. It's just paper. It's paper.
Right.
Unless it isn't, I don't know. But the idea that
well, what do you think he's thinking? Or maybe he's scared that I'm getting older and he's not going to be around.
I think it's.
He wants to see me safe.
I think it's a weird, twisted take. It's the way he was raised. It's the way his father was raised. It's on and on and on. And somewhere you got to break the cycle, because somewhere, somehow, it doesn't work. I mean, there's
Does it not work?
Marriage is hard to begin with.
Right.
When you choose the person, it's hard to begin with. In general.
Yeah.
You know, I'm lucky. I have a beautiful wife who's very nice to me. She tolerates me in the sense that I'm all over the place. You know, I'm wild in the sense that I have ADD. I can't focus. But I'm a good dad. And I provide and all that stuff.
And you're funny.
We're kind of.
And you're fun. And you're generous.
Thank you.
And you look good for yourself, right?
Thank you. I look good for myself.
For
It's
yourself.
the greatest sentence. I want you to know, you look good in general as a person, even compared to other people. You look good.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
starting off with you look good for yourself. I'll take that for now. Like me compared to me, I still look good.
Yeah.
You compared to other people, you look great.
Oh,
all right?
stop.
So thank you for your compliments.
I look good for a Jew. That's
you
what
look
people
good
tell
for a
me.
Jew, right?
They go, oh, you look good
Listen, I
for
like
a
Jewish women. My mother was named Sophie.
I like Jewish women.
I mentioned that.
Yeah, Jews
By the way,
are good
this
people.
just in, flakes of snow still accumulating and sticking to the other flakes of snow. We'll get back to you with an update momentarily with me and Olga Namer. Olga Namer. When you press the ear, that means you're a professional, okay? So, who the hell, could you imagine telling someone no? You have to get married and have kids now.
I think also that they think, like, for some reason, they think I'm undateable. Like, the second they hear that some person asked me out, they're, like, psyched. But it's like, I go on so many dates.
Well, you can never tell them about the dates, right? Because they don't like to hear about the non-Jewish dates.
No, I go on Jewish dates, too. I have a date tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
And what's his name?
And
what are his intentions?
Probably
I'd like to speak to this boy
that
first.
my dad wants.
I want to speak to him first.
Should I bring all my guys
Yes,
to
bring
you,
them in.
by the way?
Listen, I'll get my Italian guys in here. Your father will love us. By the time we're finished, you'll have two groups of idiot men.
If I ever date anyone, I'm bringing them to you.
Oh, yeah, you got to bring them to me. I'll give them the stamp of approval. And then if they get out of line.
Do you have a daughter?
No.
Oh.
No. I have two sons that are animals.
Oh. Okay.
In a good way. They're cute. They're good boys. But they're cave boys.
Okay.
Very smart. Very proud of them.
Yeah.
Today's a big day. We're trying to find out what high school my son's getting into, and he wants to get into some of the bigger high schools in New York, like Stuyvesant and Brooklyn Tech. Though we're going to find out today, and it's like we've been waiting for 4 months to see what the results of the tests are, and we don't know yet. But I have a feeling he's going to do well. Now, back to you and this Meshuggah Goy that you're dating tonight. Oh, he's a Jew.
No, he's Jewish.
Huh? How do you meet him? Do you go on JewDate.com?
No, people
how does it
find
work?
me.
Do people meet
You know
a Jew?
what it is? I think that there's just like one, like I'm the only single girl left
Where?
in the Jewish world, in like.
And we're late. Look at Gabe. Now listen, Janny's talking about. I have to interrupt you. Everyone with personal problems, this will end it. Commit suicide. Thanks, Howdy. Howdy, quadruple zero just tuning in says commit suicide. Best way to do that is lay down in the snowstorm, and it will kill you. Janny says so Gabe and Brenda. There's Gabe. Listen, Gabe is a Jew. He works here at Be Terrific.
Oh.
Harvard graduate.
Wow.
He's going to be going on a date with Brenda to be live streamed. I say we erase that name and insert Olga. But he might be a little young for you.
How old?
I don't know what he is. It's hard to tell.
I
Very
only
young.
do
They're all good-looking young kids to me.
50 and up.
50 and up?
No, I'm kidding.
No, you're not kidding. Why do you say that? Are you kidding? He
I
gave us
don't
23,
date
actually.
young.
Hey, Shrimp.
I can't date young.
Really?
I don't know. It has to be at least like 4 years older than me.
4 years older than you is not
Or
young,
maybe
old.
3.
That's not old.
I know, but I dated someone my age.
Like I literally, you know how people say I have pants older than that? I was digging through my garage the other day and I have pants older than that.
Right.
So that's not old. You're just slightly more mature than, you know why? Because that's
So
just.
you were always the size.
No, I didn't say I could wear them. I just have them.
Oh,
Can't wear them.
You're dreaming of the day.
Yeah, I just don't see them. So, you know what it is? It's because women are more mature than men. So you're at least 5 or 6 years ahead of us in maturity. So that's why you need a guy a little bit older than you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm very mature for my age.
You think so?
I think so.
I think you are.
Like not now maybe, but like
You caught
at
up to
4 o'clock, 4 p.m. when I'm.
Yeah, you said you turned into a person at 4 o'clock,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
I love that you just woke up at 6 o'clock and came here
Oh
from
my
the city.
God. What? No, went to bed at 6 and woke up at 8.
Went to bed at 6, woke up at 8 and came here.
Yeah.
2 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
God damn it, she looks great for 2 hours of sleep. I look like I haven't slept in 80 months and I had 10 hours of sleep. That's a difference.
No, you look well rested.
Thank you. For me, I look well rested for me, for myself.
Yourself.
So, what do you think, man? How does it happen? How does a guy? What's the mindset of a father and a brother? What the hell are they so concerned with who you marry and what you do?
No, I think they're just scared I'm gonna die alone. Like
What's the difference? Would
They
you rather be
care.
alone and happy and die that way? Well, who cares how you die?
You
By the
think
way,
I'm gonna die alone?
but who cares how you die?
Me.
Once you're dead, you're dead. So the final moment of
know.
your life, it's like, oh,
I was
someone's
trying
here to stare at me while I just die now. Now it made it all worth it.
Well, I once tried to make a joke about this, but it never worked. But maybe tell me if you think
All right,
it's
talk.
fun.
Let's work it out.
Say, like even if I find my soulmate, right?
Right.
And like I die and they're like with me.
Right.
And then I'm dead.
Right.
And then I'm alone and I'm gonna be like, but they were just here.
Exactly.
But it
That's
does,
funny
it's
enough
not-
for me.
It's
That'll
not
work.
really funny.
No, it's not. It doesn't work into a routine
there's
right
a
now, but it's a
concept,
premise.
there's
It's
a
a premise.
concept.
We call that a premise in the world of comedy.
Yeah.
We need to talk to Gabe about dating Olga. First of all, I'm very protective of Olga.
Yeah.
So you got
But it-
raging Italians from Brooklyn watching every move you make. You think Jews are bad?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's funny because I'm talking about the Jewish men.
who is that one? Sorry.
Janiscu. I've been working hard and learned stuff like machine learning, even drove the place, and at the end of the day, back with 2 hours of sleep. So Jani's, where are you? Jani's he's a really good, big supporter of the show.
Nice.
And he's in, where is Jani writing in from? Jani, where are you watching from? Is it the Netherlands or it's Norway
Wow.
or it's
2
somewhere?
hours.
Finland.
See, I go home.
Finland.
I go home and I go back to sleep
Finland did good in the Winter
till
Olympics.
my date.
So you go home,
If
go to
it's not
sleep.
canceled because of
So-
the snow.
Is that the thing Dad's supporting you right now, helping out financially a little bit?
No, I have my own money,
Yeah, girl.
but he does pay
Go on,
for
girl.
food. He pays for food.
Go ahead, girl.
Food.
That's how I do. Say,
Oh.
go ahead, girl.
Go ahead, girl.
Go on, girl.
Like that.
Go ahead now. Yeah. My best friends growing up, I hung out with all black kids in Arizona. I went to
Yeah.
school in Phoenix, Arizona. And because I was from Brooklyn, the only people I could relate to were kids from other cities. And they were all my friends. And they would
Nice.
teach me how to say stuff like that.
Go ahead, girl.
Go ahead, girl. Go on, girl. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
See?
You know who I like?
It's
Bethany.
almost seamless
I
the
like
way I do it.
Bethany.
Yo, Bethany.
I really like that.
You do like that.
character.
Everybody
It's
seems to
great.
like Yo Bethany. It seems like I keep going back to that same
It's
character.
so funny.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh my God, this is amazing. I'm doing Yo Bethany voice when my son just texted me something that is very exciting.
What? Oh,
Should I do it live on the air and
Yeah.
see what his texted messages is?
yeah.
554 Staten Island Tech. Oh my God, Tommy made Staten Island Tech, baby.
Yay.
What?
Congratulations.
Give five.
Is that the high school? Is that the high
Let's do
school?
it. One. Let's do one.
Oh, it goes like that. I don't know.
Let's do it. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
White people trying to
Yeah.
handshake. Tommy boy, oh my God, I can't believe it. He made
Congratulations.
the thing that he wanted to make.
Awesome.
Massively, massively proud of my boy. I love you, Tommy. Congratulations. Forget about her. I just want to say, I have to take a second here to, I'm just kidding. I love you. To thank my wife. This is live, and this is amazing. My son just made like the Harvard of high schools. I'm very happy for him. And wow, Joe, if you're watching,
That's awesome.
I want to say you're an incredible woman and an amazing mom, because if it wasn't for you getting out of the way to let me help him learn this stuff, we couldn't have done it. We couldn't have done it. So thank you. Actually, the truth is, my wife all the way. Wow, that's incredible. Joe, my wife Josephine, Joe, that's incredible, man. I'm gonna have to regroup here for a second. We've been waiting for a long time for this.
How long?
Only like 6 months to get the results back.
And since he's born.
And since he's born, yeah. And you know, trying to make these high schools nowadays, it's very difficult.
Is it?
It's like the owner said, didn't Spider-Man go to that school?
Wow.
It's one of those kind of schools. Yeah, it might have been. It's, wow. It's like making Stuyvesant. It's the same thing. It's equivalent to Stuyvesant.
Nice.
You know? What should I text him? You're still a failure. No?
Tell him, have fun, but he has to get married right after high
Here's
school.
what I'm gonna write. Yeah, son,
Yeah.
that's
You go.
what we do it for. You have to understand the way the kids talk to each other nowadays.
How do they talk?
This is what they do. Yeah, son, that's what we do it for.
You know the lingo?
This is what he imitates. He's a big football fan. So when the draft is on, the NFL draft is on, one of his favorite things is to watch the way, when a guy gets drafted, the way he reacts, because it's like this moment of incredible accomplishment.
Yeah.
And there was one guy who they were trying to interview him, and he's a
Yeah.
linebacker, and they were like, so, you know, you worked hard for this moment, and how do you feel? And he was like, yeah, son, that's what we do it for, son. They couldn't
Oh my
contain
God.
him. All right. Olga,
Yes.
we filled the hat full of questions.
Yes, we did.
We came up with a bit before the show, but I don't want to
Swear.
get. Should we do it now, or should we do it sporadically? Let's
Whatever
do
you
one
want.
real quick.
Who picks first, you or me?
I think.
Or we both answer the question.
I don't know. I wrote.
Or we have it and we discuss.
I wrote questions specifically for you. You wrote generic stuff
Kind of, yeah.
that anybody can answer.
Anyone.
Ladies first.
Me first.
I'm
All right.
proud of
Wait,
you.
I have
That's
to
what I did say,
close
owner.
my eyes because I could see the messy folds. Did ones are yours. I'm kidding.
Typically, I'm such a goy, super
okay.
goy.
This looks like you. Who's your favorite rapper? That's very generic.
It's not generic. It's hysterical to ask an Orthodox Jew girl who her favorite
I
rapper
will tell you who my favorite rapper is.
Okay, who is it?
Well, let's see.
Yeah, see? Stumped you. I know how to do this.
No, I'll tell you. I have to say, even though it's not real, but Left Eye from TLC.
Left
it is,
Eye.
I don't,
Left Eye from TLC.
because I
Now,
used to go on tour with them.
what?
Yeah,
What? How? Why?
I used to work with them.
In what capacity?
I was their videographer.
You were the videographer for TLC?
Yes.
How did you get that gig? Why did you get that gig? How long after you were
Just
married?
don't
Were you
ask-
married?
don't
When
ask
did you get it? I
questions.
have to ask. How did that happen?
It just.
When?
Things happen.
How old were you when you were doing this?
26, 27.
So 26, 27, videographer for TLC. This was after the
were-
marriage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. Did you have like a camera pack walking around, or did you just set up a?
I didn't know how
try-
to. I bought a camera and I was like, I just learned on the job.
What kind of camera was it?
I don't know.
You don't know what kind of camera it was. Was it a digital camera?
It was some kind of professional camera.
How do you not know what the camera was? You're the videographer.
All I did was press record and follow everything.
You know, owner said that I'm not a scrub. Johnny, see, it's a generic question, but look what it spawned. I know how to do this. I went to Fat Guy Sits in a Studio in Jersey and does a live streaming TV show school. So that's how I know how to write that stuff.
Yeah.
How did you get involved with TLC?
I just knew people and it just happened. It was fine.
What?
What?
It just happened. It was fine.
Yeah.
All right. Listen, Barry, I have a situation here with my niece. She doesn't want to be married. She doesn't want to do this. She wants to do comedy. I don't know what's going on. Give her a job. Let's give her up in a place where we could keep an eye on her. Who do you got?
Yeah.
I have LL Cool J. I have TLC. I have this young guy named Snoop. No, we'll keep her away from Snoop. Put her with the girls.
I
of
met
course,
Snoop.
Of course you did. Because
Yeah.
your uncle's friend is the manager of these people, and that's
They
how
went
you.
to,
Am I right? Am I close?
They were on the show. What's her name from Empire?
I don't know.
Something with a T.
By the way, owner who asked who my favorite rapper is.
Yeah, Taraji's Christmas. or
Taraji P.
something.
Henson.
That girl. So her Christmas.
Henderson.
It was Snoop Dogg,
I knew that.
TLC, LL
nobody
Cool
told me.
J, all these people
How,
on the concert.
yeah, how did you get the job?
I just got the job. I know how to schmooze.
I
got
have to
the
know how
gift
this
of
happened.
gab.
So take me through it. The day you got the job, you woke up that day and said, I want to be the videographer for
No,
TLC.
I was at a place.
What place?
The Soho House.
What's the Soho House?
Some club in New York.
The Soho House is a private club, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this is so very New York, this story. So how do you get into the Soho House?
Well, now I'm a member, but originally my friend.
Who was your friend?
Her name is Shelley.
Shelley.
Very Jewish name, right?
I love the Shelley. I love the Soho
It
House.
was right when I moved to the city.
What is the Soho House? So it's a place where you go and do what? You pay for a membership.
Yeah, and then you drink and eat.
And it basically paying for the membership keeps the riffraff out.
I guess so,
How
but
much?
it's like a place for entertainers, and they want artists.
They want
They
artists.
don't want, if you're doing like investment banking or
Yeah.
real estate, it's like get out.
So,
And no suits allowed. You can't wear a suit.
how much does it cost to join up for the Soho House?
Not like $3,400 a year, I think.
$3,400 a year. Do you have to be sponsored to get in?
Yes, you need 2 recommendation letters,
Can you sponsor me?
and yeah, why not?
Would you sponsor me?
Yeah.
They would let
I
me
just
in?
got Courtney in.
I don't want to be the doorman.
You know, no.
Because I feel like you
they
would
don't
show up
want-
and say, he's
they
a
don't want
doorman.
anyone like
Not Jewish?
They don't really like people who are of a certain age.
Oh, so I'm too old.
Ish.
I'm too oldish. That's why I'll show up.
Maybe they'll let it. I don't know, but they like to keep it younger.
They like to keep it younger. Maybe
Like
we can
30s.
dye my hair,
Yeah.
get a hair transplant,
Yeah.
do some reverse osmosis. I like Crush Crew. Oh, Johnny likes the Crush Crew? I don't know, owner.
I like Eminem.
But now,
His story's very inspiring.
Elastinin? What's that?
I don't know that.
My favorite rapper,
Who?
it's a tie.
What is it?
It's either Run from Run DMC or LL Cool J.
Nice.
Or Eric B. from Eric B. and Rakim. I'm not Rakim.
Could you
Not
sing?
Eric B.
Could you
Rakim from
rap?
Eric B.
Could you rap a tune?
I can rap all of the tunes. Who do you want to hear?
The last one, because I don't know who that is.
Let's do a little LL Cool J.
Oh, okay, fine, him.
Let me see. What's your favorite LL Cool J song? Do
The
you know
one
who
that
he
he
is?
has with J-Lo. Doesn't he have one with J-Lo?
Oh God, I'm so old.
I know, it's so
Let's see.
sad.
No rapper could rap quite like I can. I take a muscle-bound man and put his face in the sand. Not the last mafioso. I'm an MC cop. Make you say go LL and do the WAP. If you think you cannot rhyme me, yeah boy, I bet, because I ain't met a person who could do that yet. Trendsetter, I'm better. My rhymes are good. I got a gold nameplate that says I wish you would. When the battle begins, then I gotta join in. And before the rap is over, you know I'ma win. Elastinen is a Finnish rapper, and I met him. It was random because it's a Finnish rapper.
That's why we don't know him.
We gotta look up Elastinen.
Yeah.
You want a little bit of Run DMC now?
Okay.
2 years ago, a friend of mine asked me to say some MC rhymes, so I said this rhyme. I can't do it with her looking at me like that.
I'm not good at rapping.
She's like,
I don't know how.
Hip, hop, the hippie. They requested
I know
hip.
that one.
You got it? You want to do it together? You start it.
No. I can't sing.
You have to.
No.
I'll start it.
What is it? I got a hip, hop, a
hippity dippity do. Yes, that's it.
I don't know how to.
It's a hip, hop, a hippity dippity do.
It's too.
Hop, the hippie dibby, hip, hip, hop, you don't stop. The boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to be. Now what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat. It's me, the groove, and my friends are gonna try to move your feet.
Nice.
See, I am Wonder Mike. If you want to go to the bathroom while I'm doing this, I'm fine. If you got to do something. And I like to say hello to the black, to the white, the red, and the brown, the purple, and yellow. But first, I got to bang, bang, the boogie to the boogie. Said up, jump, the boogie to the bang, bang, boogie. You rock, you don't stop. Rock the rhythm that'll make your body rock. Now, so far, you heard my voice, but I brought some friends along. And once on the mic is my man, Hank. Come on, Hank, sing that song. Well, I hip the dip.
I can't.
The ladies
I would
pimp,
rap, but
the
I
women
really
fight
can't.
for my delight. Here's the question. I just picked the question while we were doing that.
Was it
Listen, fellas,
yours
I can
or
do that all
mine?
day. I am an actual rapper. I am an actual rapper by profession. When they ask me what I do on a resume, I write
you
rapper.
say rap.
Yeah.
Nice.
What is the worst date you ever had?
Oh, what a girl question. No.
Oh, wow. That's amazing you should ask that, because you're never going to believe who that's with. Now, people think Yo Bethany is just like an over-exaggeration of a character, but I'm going to be honest with you. This is like a little bit of what she does. Like, she is so over the top when I had dated her. This is the way she spoke to me. So I had met her through a friend of mine. I was very young in Brooklyn, and she spoke to it like this. And I called her up, and my friend was like, yo, you gotta see this girl. She really likes you. She seen the picture of you. My friend don't sound like that, but once you get into your Bethany voice, it's hard to stop that voice.
You have two people.
Oh my God, you're so pretty too. When you look at me with the eyes and everything, like I would go with a girl right now. I don't care. Like I'm very open-minded sexually. Like I'm open-minded. So we went on this date with TJ, and that was Yo Bethany. I went on the date, and she had taken me to a Dominican restaurant. Now, what I did not know is that she had a very, very jealous husband and father who hated the husband. And as luck would have it, she had also had children too at the time, and she was only 18 years old. So I'm in this Dominican restaurant in the Bronx with Yo Bethany, dating her on a date that you dated her. And I liked her there, TJ Stone. She said, oh my God, you have your own car? That's amazing. You have insurance on that? That's a legal car you driving? Oh my God, you rich. She thought I was rich because I had an 86 Chevy in 1991 and it could barely function.
Is that a good, oh, okay. I was like, is that a good
No, but the
car?
idea that it had insurance and it was an actual car was like a big deal for her.
Nice.
So I'm in the Bronx. I'm just on the date with her. I've never looked whiter than I looked in that moment. And everybody was really cool to me until we hear this argument in the back of the restaurant. And we look up and she goes, oh my God, don't look now, but that's my father. And he just punched it in my husband.
No.
So her father, the kid, her husband, it wasn't her husband. Oh, that's my father. He punched it in my baby father. So it wasn't her husband, it was her baby's father. So the first thing, I'll never forget, I looked at her and said, baby's father? I was 19. I said, you have a baby?
Oh my God.
And that's his father?
That's crazy.
And so the baby's father found out that she was on a date with this white boy from Brooklyn. And he came to the restaurant with a knife to light me up.
Okay.
And I didn't know about it, so the father found out
With
first.
a knife?
Yeah, he was
To
coming
kill
to
you?
stab me. Or her, we don't know.
Holy
You know,
cow.
maybe he was just gonna do some improv. You know, do I stab
he-
her? Do I stab him? I'll stab the
Holy-
waiter. I don't know.
In public.
In public.
Wow.
And the father came and punched him before he can get to me.
Holy cow.
So I stood up, and she was like, "Oh my God, run!"
No.
You know, when someone tells you to run, you should run.
Did you?
I didn't run.
Oh my God, you got
'Cause it-
stabbed.
I did. Oh, jeez.
Oh my gosh.
Somebody just whispered in my ear some stuff about some stuff, but I'm not going to repeat that, Michael. You're a very, very horrible person. He said neither did Ron Goldman.
Okay.
It's hysterical, actually, if you really, really, really think about it. So I didn't run, and you know, Dominicans run in packs, is what her father told me later on. He got to know his father. He said, you know.
Wait. You got to know the father? So
Yeah,
you stuck
afterwards.
around.
Afterwards, no.
Oh,
it was just happenstance. I got to meet him in Brooklyn. He worked
Right.
he was an auto body repairman. He
repaired your
yeah.
Chevy?
No, a friend.
Oh.
The '80s were a crazy time. So
Okay.
I felt there's something smash
No.
into the right side of my
Oh
head.
my God. A knife?
No, it was a plate. It was a dinner plate. Because one of her baby's father's friends saw that he didn't know who I was, but he was there, saw me with Yo Bethany, and smashed a plate over my head. And all I remember is being dragged out of the restaurant, fists and kicks and punches, and then I got thrown into a car and driven back to my car, bleeding, and it was her father who saved my life. And he put me in the car, cursed me out, and said, "Don't ever come back here again."
Why'd he curse you?
Because you're not supposed to be in the Bronx.
What do you mean?
You're white. It's 1989. You're not supposed to be in the Bronx and be white.
Okay.
It's not like nowadays where
why.
like you see people
Is it
jogging with
dangerous?
strollers.
Okay.
You know, that's
So
the
it was
difference.
dangerous.
It was dangerous
And why'd you go?
because I was ignorant. No, I just thought, I didn't realize that the Bronx
You
was
live
just
on
like
the
Brooklyn.
edge.
No, I thought, I knew the Bronx was tough, but they said like, you know, my friend had told me, no, it's the South Bronx, but it's not the South Bronx. You can go there, you know. It's
Where'd
okay.
you meet this girl?
I met her through a friend, an Italian
Oh
friend.
yeah, you said
Yeah.
this.
And listen, the girl, yeah, I met her on J-Date.
Yeah.
Yeah. Money Castellini checking in. People have always been prejudiced towards Italians, but as you explained, the guy who saved your life in 1989 was a good man. Thank you, Money. You're right. And by the way, I'm honored that Money's checking in. Come on.
So Yo Bethany,
Bethany,
she was.
she
not
was. I
white.
think she was a little bit of a. She got around a little bit, from what I understand.
Oh, she
As
was
I found
loose.
later,
She
she
was
was a little
loose.
loose. Plus, she had children, and she was 18. So now,
do you,
when I imitate her, I always remember that she had children, and I'm like, you know, I have 5 kids, but some of them I know their names, and I also have a couple that live in my same building.
Oh my God.
Because in my head, she just has kids.
So you know this accent down pat, but you never even met her after that
Because
time.
the phone conversations I had with her so made an impression on me.
spoke to her
I used to put the phone next to my friend Mike Ricker's ear, and I used to go, Mike, listen to this girl talk, and she's like, also, what you wearing?
No.
And I used to go, I'm wearing sweatpants, but if you want, I'll take them off. Ooh, take them off. I got nothing on.
No.
I'm naked right now, baby.
Oh my
you know,
God.
And she used
Wait,
to
this
think
is
she was
after,
sounding sexy. We were laughing at her.
after you got beat up with the plate?
No, this was before.
Before.
So then-
And we I have to meet this girl.
I mean, this is such a great story because I'll never forget. I don't know if you could see the scar, but I had like 8 stitches here.
Oh my God.
And I'm driving home bleeding. I put my shirt on my head, and I'm driving home, and I get pulled over by the cops. And
Did you drink?
no, luckily.
Okay.
So I pulled over by the cops on the major Deegan Expressway. This is a great story. I pull over, and I'm bleeding. Bleeding, like my t-shirt, whatever shirt I had was red.
Okay.
With blood, and I have no shirt on. The cops pull me over, right? He's got the flashlight. He's like, What happened? I said, I was dating, I went on a date, and the girl's boyfriend was there, and he hit me, and I got jumped. And he goes, what the F are you doing over here? Why are you here? You know, because it's Major Deegan's like the Bronx. And I go, guys, I got set up on a blind date. He goes, let me see your head. So I turned my head. He puts the flashlight on it. His partner comes over and goes, yeah, you're going to need stitches. He goes, you're going to need stitches. There's a hospital. They tell me how to get to the hospital. Don't come back here. Don't come back here. So I go, I'm just going to go to the hospital in Brooklyn. So the partner goes, yeah, better. It's better if he goes to Brooklyn for the stitches. Get out of here. Don't come back.
Oh, my God. That's insane.
I don't know why they pulled me over. And they didn't.
And they didn't even say, oh, let me help you.
No. No. Help me. Their help to me was advice like, the advice of never come back was their help.
Did you go back to the Bronx since?
I did. I went back there.
When did you return?
About 2 or 3 weeks later, I went there to go to, but we went there to see,
Yo Bethany?
No, we went to go see a rap. We went to go see Public Enemy. Public Enemy was big at the time, and we used to go there.
Oh, my God.
But it's funny. It's like, it's a different setting. When I used to go to, we used to go to like to the Roxy and Funhouse and like these crazy clubs when we were growing up, when when hip hop was really first starting. And like, you know, it's a different setting. So I would go there and I would know, like there was kids from Coney Island, black kids that I was friendly with that we knew.
Right.
And we would go there with them, and it was like we had a pass. It was like,
because they
they're with us.
you.
They're with us. All right. So now it's your turn. First of all, let's check in. Money Casciolini says Bronx is no joke. Money Casciolini. By the way, Money Casciolini. He's somebody you need to know. He's probably the most powerful figure in show business that I know that probably exists. He is a very influential man, and I'm honestly, no joke, honestly honored that you're watching, Money. Thank you.
Wow.
So Money says, we have made so much interracial dating progress. Italians are responsible for that too.
Nice.
He's very proud of his Italian heritage. He's a very protective, honorable guy who does the right thing. As a matter of fact, there's a famous story about Money and Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was a actress, I think it was 98, 99. I think her name was Sean, I forgot her name, but she was assaulted by Harvey Weinstein. And she told her agent, she told her friends, she told her actor, boyfriend, famous guy. Nobody said anything to Harvey Weinstein.
Really?
When Money found out about it, the story goes that Money went up to the hotel room and this is the story anyway. The story is that he and a couple of guys took Harvey out on the balcony and hung him over the balcony. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And he was naked, and they had the woman that he assaulted there, and they made him apologize to her. And then took him back in the room and made her do some stuff to him. But Money doesn't play games like that. He's very protective of women. And I'm sorry to bring the show down like that, but I'm just honored that Money is here. And thank you, Money. He said you are his new muse.
Where?
A muse. You're Money Casciolini's muse.
What?
TJ's being modest. He was there too. You know, I was gonna leave that out. You know.
Were you there?
Yeah, maybe. That's what they say.
Oh, so you witnessed.
That's what Money says. I'm being modest.
So you witnessed.
So what was your worst date?
No, now we pick a new thing.
Oh, you don't want to do. You changed the rules on me.
No, I didn't. You didn't do the.
Not only did I answer who the rapper was, I did some bars.
Who was my
Can you give
worst
me some? Wait a minute. I just realized something. You didn't give me some TLC bars. I gave you Run DMC bars. I gave you LL Cool J bars.
I don't know any. I'm not a good. I can't sing.
What?
Yeah, I don't know how to rap or sing.
Try your best.
Honestly, I really can't. I can't.
Say it. Try your best.
No, like you don't understand.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Oh, I can't do it.
Listen to the rivers and the streams that you're used to.
Listen to the rivers and the. You would think that I would know the songs since I've been videoing them for years, but I don't know them.
Money wants us to do a rom-com. He says we have amazing chemistry.
Nice.
See, this is what he does. He creates he'll create a show now, and we might be doing a pilot.
Oh, okay, amazing.
You know,
But we're on a show right now.
But he'll do to money. This isn't the show. Whatever he says the show is the show. Although he likes this show, obviously, because he's a big supporter of Three People Like This.
Nice, nice.
He's the most influential man you'll ever meet in life. You're gonna have to meet Money.
Okay, I want to meet Money Cashellini.
Do you like when I sing TLC like that?
Yeah, I love
it. Don't go chasing waterfalls. This is a song about a guy who got AIDS. I forgot the rest of the thing. No, oh, Money, you're on the line right now?
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
When you meet one of the Ferrari family members, it's special, yes. Money is definitely from the Ferrari family. But the actual family is related to the Ferraris. I think he gave them their start in Italy. What's some other TLC songs? What's a famous one?
Scrubs. I've been liking this song, Girl Talk.
Don't want no scrubs.
No one knows it.
How does it go?
It goes, I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. That's it. I can't do it. It's done.
I'm going to dab on that one. Dabbing. This is dabbing. I'm dabbing. Dab. Can you dab with me real quick? This is dabbing.
This
Money Cashellini says, oh, Money, Mike wants you to call in, but he says you're officially in development with Fox Searchlight Films. We have 3 pitch meetings lined up for this afternoon. See what I mean?
Nice.
Are you ready to go? Are you ready to go to the meetings today, or are you going to have to go on a date?
Well, I have a date.
No, you cancel that date.
First comes first. Oh.
Johnny, you met Alberto Ferrari?
This is my life. I could get married. Who knows?
Don't want no scrubs. Don't want scrubs. Scrubs are bad. Huh? You like it? Let's do another one.
Definitely not a scrub.
Let's do another one. No, you pick now.
Oh, my turn.
First of all, I just want to say something.
Yeah.
I had no plan coming in here, and most of you who have watched the show know that I really don't ever have a plan. So I mentioned that to the wonderful Alda, A-L-D-A, namer. Her real name is Olga, by the way. I call her
O-L-G-A. But he calls me Alda.
Alda. Because I figured when I met you, it was loud, and somebody said Olga, and I thought it was Alda, and then I says, of course, Alda, Alan Alda, that's what Jews do. They use Alda for a last name or a first name. I couldn't have been dumber than I was in that moment. And then she said, well, then let's pick 10 questions each, put them in a hat, and then we'll ask each other the questions. So leave it up to a woman to be smarter, more creative, and funnier than me within 20 seconds than I have been in the last 19 shows. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Really? Wow, you like this idea?
Yeah. This is amazing. It's organized. I can't believe it. It's really
good to be organized.
Yeah.
I have a feeling.
Yeah.
I've heard.
Yeah.
It's funny that I keep picking yours.
Because they're gigantic.
Who is the last person you were intimate with? Did you like it?
You said to go over the edge a little bit.
Okay.
So the question is...
Interesting.
What do you think?
What do you mean by intimate? Like the full act?
I'm still a
or a kiss?
I'm still a gentleman. I leave that completely up to you. I would never, ever assume anything. I leave that up to you because I'm a gentleman. You say as much as you want. Now, if this was 3PLT, the podcast...
I could say.
No, because we're filthy on the podcast. But in real life, like, I'm very protective of you. I don't even want to really know, but I thought it would be good for the air, so let's get it.
Well, then
let's do it. I know the audience wants to know, so, you know.
Someone said, Darlene, what?
Good morning, Olga and Mr. Stone. Still on my undercover mission. See you soon. Olga says, Olga, never kiss and tell. Janny met the Ferrari, Alberto Ferrari.
O-L-G-A.
It's O-L-G-A, O-L-G-A. Our Lady of Grace.
But it's pronounced Olga.
In Brooklyn, that stands for Our Lady of Grace from Anastasia. TJ, Janny met Alberto Ferrari in 2017. Hold that thought. I want to get back to that. So Money says never kiss and tells. But what do you think? When does it? I mean, if you want to talk about it, you can.
I guess I would say. Well, I don't know. I'm scared.
It's okay to be scared. It's fine.
Oh, kiss? I guess a friend.
Just say it. Just say
it.
A friend?
A friend.
All right, now I have to modify the question and go a little bit less gentlemanly. Okay. You got to give us more than that.
Okay, because like...
The guys in the studio are saying rip the Band-Aid off.
First I had a... Okay. I guess an ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
Was the last person
Last person.
I kind of did it.
Did it. I can't help
That
myself.
was hard.
I can't help how cute you are. You're so adorable. And I'm so like an overprotective animal ape right now. I just want to go punch him in his face for trying to defile you like that.
Right.
How dare he?
How dare he?
Did you love
It's
every second of it,
gross.
though?
No, not at all.
Oh, you didn't?
Oh, no, no, no.
Why? What's the problem?
Oh, but...
What did he do? You have to. It's fun. This
But
is the
let's
interesting
say he
stuff.
hears it.
What?
Let's say he hears.
Then he'll make adjustments and be more
Just
of a man.
wasn't good because, like, it was, I wasn't supposed to be with him. And so going back to, like,
Yeah.
you know, it's just not.
Was he
it's sad,
awkward?
it's sad.
Was he awkward?
No, not at all. It was
just-
just sad.
Is there no connection? Was there no connection?
No,
Is
there
that-
was. But
So then what was bad about it?
it's just not, it wasn't a good idea to do for
It
my
was a
life.
sad thing for you?
I don't want to say too much because
I want to know. Now I'm interested. Was he like, it was just... he
But then I
was
had other
ugly?
stuff. I had other things.
What other things?
Friends.
Friends?
Yeah.
What qualifies as a friend nowadays, 2018? Was it a friend like Yo Bethany friend, or was it a friend like a...
Like,
Is that what you... go ahead, tell me. Talk to me.
you know, friends that you hang out with. That's so vague. Friends you hang out with, you know?
I was born in the wrong century, my friends.
Because, like, who are you going to hook up with?
Torrance says, not Mr. Right, but Mr. Right now.
Yeah.
Money is coming up with movie ideas as we speak. He has a movie idea. TJ as a retired cop who becomes bodyguard for brunette actress with daddy issues, feel good, creepy love story.
I had big time daddy. Well, I didn't know I had daddy issues until someone told me. But I thought everyone had daddy
All
issues.
girls,
you
I guess
know?
most
If you have
girls.
a father, you have an issue.
Yeah, especially
You
a
know?
father who's like, hurry up and have babies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
So, is this a
So,
millennial thing? You think this has been happening forever and nobody talked about it? Or is this a millennial thing where you guys are just like...
Okay, this is the thing. Like, I'm not a slut.
Unfortunately, yeah.
And I usually only would do it.
It's so cute when you say do it. You really sound like you're from my generation when you say it.
Like, boyfriends.
Right.
You know, I'm not, and I don't want to add people to my list.
Yeah.
Because, like,
I get that.
gross.
Right.
I mean, it's bad. It's not good. And I have, like, a fear about getting diseases. Like, it's a fear. It's just, like, it can go up. That's what they...
So you keep Purell by the bed and
I
take a
just
shower
hear these horror stories.
Of course.
I mean, not
Especially
from
about-
people that I know, because they only been with, like, one person
Yeah.
their whole life.
Yeah.
But, you know, on the internet,
Goy.
I read things.
Goy on the
Boy,
internet.
on the
Well,
internet.
if you
And
go to
I see
WebMD.
things on television.
Yeah.
So
So you're worried about diseases because of the internet and
petrified.
television.
Every time I even had, what is that?
Body language says she's guarded. She has perfect teeth. Money is evaluating you, and he's kind of like molding you for the character that he's going to be writing. She definitely doesn't have Hep C. Marry her today.
Yeah. So
Oh man.
I
Wait a minute. Be sure to check out Horrifically Offensive 3PLT episode out today on iTunes. And back to Olga.
So, yeah, every time I even did it with my exes, I always would take a pregnancy test. Like, I would have a fear I'm pregnant. I think it's a guilt. Like, I have the guilt.
It's that
know?
guilty upbringing.
Like, after my divorce, I didn't have sex for years because I got re-virginized.
That's interesting because for me, after I got married, I didn't have sex for years.
Oh.
Get it?
Yeah.
And that and much more funny comedy coming your way here on 3PLT live on Be Terrific TV.
Yes.
And so I could imagine coming from your upbringing, and that's pretty traumatic to be married and then
And
leave.
then, yeah, they made me move back home. Like, I had a curfew.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You were a grown woman who just got divorced.
Well,
you got
I
to
was
grow
19.
back. Well, so it's okay to go get married, but if you're not married, you have a
Yeah,
curfew.
exactly.
Listen,
It's like you have. Ooh,
I hesitate to say
You have
that.
to come home early.
I don't want to say.
I wasn't allowed to drink. Well, you're not allowed to drink at 19, but like when I was married, we'd have Sabbath dinner. You know, you have I was able to drink, and then wine, not anything. And then when I got divorced, no more alcohol for me. You're not allowed to drink unless you have a man in your life. Isn't that weird?
No, it's insane. It's not weird. It's twisted and evil and insane. But I love you, people. Of course, I love. It's the idea.
It's also made me my father more than.
Oh God, it's insanity. That's a special. That must be what I love about you, because I have my own twisted upbringing that had nothing to do with that. I'm the result of when nobody cares what you do.
Right.
You and I have the complete opposite upbringing.
Oh my God.
Right? My mother, my father didn't know what my name even was until I was like 15, 16.
Right.
He was like, hey, you, go get that. And I'm
How
like,
many kids?
just 3.
And right.
But Italian fathers are different.
Who was the favorite?
Man, if I'm being honest, I would have to say that I was the favorite. I have
Really?
To say. Yeah. If I'm being really honest, my brother left and went far away to college. Then I was the middle. And then my sister was the baby, but I was like the kid who looked the most like him, and I was very athletic, and I was, I had a cute face, and I was very cute when I was a kid.
I think being the favorite is hard, because you have to not disappoint them.
Yeah, but I didn't care about disappointing them because nothing I could do could disappoint them.
Really?
Yeah. There's a famous story of my grandmother. We had a holiday gathering, and I was my grandmother's favorite too.
Oh my God, you were everyone's favorite.
Yeah, and all the cousins were there. Like, we had 15 cousins, and my cousin Bridget was always so jealous and angry that I used to get away with everything. I used to do stuff like light stuff on fire in the neighborhood, and
that's why you so misbehaved.
Yeah, and people would suspect that it was me, and not really know that it was me, and like really crazy stuff. And my grandmother would defend me to the end. Like, it couldn't be him. They were all after him.
Really?
So my cousin Bridget said, Grandma, we know that TJ's your favorite. And she went, yeah, he is. He's the best. And it's like this funny moment where everybody was like, you're just admitting it? Because it used to hurt them so much. I didn't care. I didn't even know. But it's the opposite. Like,
but
really,
you
truly,
loved it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Grandma loved me, man.
Everyone always says I'm my dad's favorite. Yeah.
Is that how he treats his
but
favorite?
That was my mother's. Yeah, so much pressure. That's why it's hard.
It's just a different
the
culture.
More favorite.
I mean, he still pays for your Ubers, right?
He doesn't really have a choice. If my mother's watching this, she'll flip out.
She's not going to watch this.
Oh,
I don't think your Jewish Orthodox mom is on watching Twitch TV. If she is, don't forget to follow, and check us out on BeTerrific.com and 3peoplelikethis.com, where you can also haunt your daughter's life and force her to get married and have babies there, and get her in the chat room. And don't forget to pressure Olga into having babies in the Twitch chat room here on BeTerrific TV. We appreciate your support, Mrs. Namer.
My sister just had a baby.
Of course she did.
Yesterday.
She's doing it the right way.
Ago. She has 2 kids. One's 1 and one's 1 day old.
Of course, she's of course.
12 months
she's 1 year old. So every year she's having a baby. That's it.
2 boys.
Because she's a respectable girl.
No, well, I think that was a little bit too quick.
She honored her parents.
It was a little bit too
quick.
By
being a respectable girl and having babies. Because that's all you're good for. That's the message. If you're not having babies,
you could also cook
what are you doing?
Dinner.
But that's a given.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Did I mention how awesome my wife is, by the way? Did I mention the fact that Tommy just got into basically the Harvard of high schools? Did I mention that? Did I mention that Tommy's a genius and it's all because of my DNA and my wife's upbringing?
It's beautiful.
Or it's all because of my wife's DNA and upbringing and it's a miracle that I'm even involved? Is really what I should say?
No, it's both.
Here's a question that I have to answer. Did I answer the last one or do we?
No,
did we go out of order?
Yeah, it's fine. Thanks.
This is an amazing question. I can't believe you asked me this question.
Really?
Yes.
What was it?
Do you believe in therapy?
Oh, yeah.
I do not.
Oh, okay. Why?
I do not believe in it for me.
Right.
I can't wrap my head around the idea of going in to see somebody who knows nothing about me, nothing of my history, can only learn about me through words and stories and watch my body language and then somehow is going to,
help you.
yeah. Although I
Interesting.
believe it works for people.
So, have you ever been to therapy?
Nope.
Never in your life?
Nope.
Oh, see.
I'm a goy. I told you I'm a goy. Super goy.
I've been to
BTG.
therapy.
Really?
Just stopped, though.
What was the first time you were in therapy? 7? What's the required minimum for a Jew?
Well, okay. My best friend passed away when I was like 16. Well, so I went.
I'm so
And
sorry
it was
to hear
just
that.
so like,
The girl?
I hated it. No, it was a boy.
See,
I didn't like
say
it. It
therapy's
didn't
no
help.
good,
It was just like, tell us what you said about. Obviously, my friend passed away. Like,
that's when you knew you were a
what are you
comedian, though.
talking about?
But that's a comedian's response.
Right, right. What are you feeling right now?
Yeah.
I'm feeling that I'm fucking,
That's
I'm
okay.
sad.
You could say that.
Okay, that was that. Fine.
Yeah,
So I
and why do you
stopped
think
going.
you feel this way? Do they do that?
Yeah, it's like, why do I have to relive the moment of the horribleness?
Yeah. Plus, I hate like generic, boring questions. I'm not gonna sit there. See what we're doing
They
here
said
is
this
fun.
is therapy, technically.
Twerk, you're right. This is therapy for
Yeah,
me.
so why do I have to pay for it?
Right.
And so lately I've been going to therapy. This is what, and they just like want me to entertain them.
What?
Yeah, like I'm not kidding.
So they hear that you're a comedian and they're
No,
like,
like they'll laugh. And then one time, like when I'm actually talking serious about like something said, he yawned. The
Holy.
therapist yawned. I'm like, I'm sorry. Am I
See what I
boring
mean?
you?
there's always that in the back of my head that this guy is just charging me by the
Yeah.
hour and he's asking me generic stuff.
Yeah.
I would have fun with a therapist. I think what we should do is get a hidden camera on us and we go to therapy
And see,
As
like, F them up.
and as a couple and we
Oh,
go
as a
in
cou- and see
and
if
we
they
tell
can
him
tell.
crazy stuff like, look,
He
the
likes
only-
to stab me in the middle of sex.
something crazy like that. Now he started with very
Takes
blunt
it
knives.
too far.
Blunt knives. And now the only thing that can get her excited as a result is if we actually murder people. And we've done a couple, and I know this is confidential.
Yeah, are they allowed to say, by the
We
way?
have to establish that once we go in. We have to establish that this is confidential.
Okay.
And so
And they have to sign.
it's no big deal. It's only a couple of homeless people that we killed.
Yes.
But she likes to do it during the act. She tie the guy up, and right as it's about to really happen, she has to murder him.
Starts stabbing.
It's always stabbing.
Yeah.
Stabbing is a recurring theme.
Yeah.
So we know this is confidential, so you can't tell the police. Plus, it's a homeless guy. Nobody knows who he is. It's not really murder when it's homeless. How do we move past this? That's what I would ask him. How do we move past this? And is it healthy or should we continue? Mike, can we do that? Can we get us with hidden cameras
I
and
think
mic us
that would
up?
be so fun.
That would, or maybe
I have the perfect, no.
you have the perfect therapist.
He'll know that we have to get a random.
Do you understand how much fun I'm having doing this? No, the question is not just flinging them. Oh, this one's for you now.
You picked
We're past the
it.
therapy thing.
Okay.
I know I glazed right over the fact that you suffered a horrendous trauma.
Would you
and
ever
your friend-
date a black, Asian, Hispanic, Italian, Guatemalan, Buddhist, midget, amputee, etc., other than a Jew? I don't date people from shithole country. No, I'm kidding. That was a joke.
I tell you, if I wasn't married, I'd love to date a midget. I don't know what that means or why I said it, but
Would I date? I like Buddhists.
I mean, it's almost a given. The fact that you just said you like Buddhists, that's not even an answer for me. It's just the safest thing you could say. Could you imagine you go to the Orthodox wedding and you just show up with a Spanish guy?
They wouldn't allow me.
They
in the
wouldn't allow
wedding.
you to go in, right?
No way.
But
And
you
by
would.
the
You
way,
would.
there
You're
are
open-minded. You would.
black Jews.
Yeah, Sammy Davis Jr.,
Yeah. So maybe a black Jew.
Rod Carew
A
was
black
a Jew.
Jew.
Famously
Drake's
sung.
a Jew.
Drake's a Jew.
Big time.
Drake is a
He had a.
Drake is a big time Jew. I think
yeah.
Amari Stoudemire. Who else is some black
He
Jews?
had a bar mitzvah. I'd get some Drake up in me.
Hey, listen, Twern about. Would you date Amari Stoudemire?
Wait.
He's a basketball player. The answer
yeah,
is no.
yeah,
She's just going to
I
say
would.
yes to sound open-minded.
would.
Yeah. You're paying to tell stories to a person that listens to a lot of stories, so they feel qualified to sympathize and empathize with you, and I'll charge you $1 an hour. Twern said. I love the Twitch chat. All right, so that was like I don't know. That's a silly thing.
Yeah, I would do it.
You would, right?
But I have a thing
But you
about
couldn't let
the
your family.
amputee. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I almost lost my finger at a strip club. Okay.
You know, we're not covering anything here. You covered TLC as a videographer. You belong to the Soho House, the Soho, and you were in a strip club.
With comedians, this is what happens when you start hanging out with comics.
Yeah, I know.
They
It's a
bring
different
you to
universe.
shade. I've only been twice in my life,
To a strip club?
and yeah, one time it was for it was near Dangerfields.
Was it the male strip club? That's where we met. I was working that night as a male stripper.
You were.
Yeah.
It's like I need to work with that guy.
Yeah, man. Yeah. The strip
Anyway,
club for the blind.
So
Ah.
it was someone's birthday. That was one. The one near Dangerfields, and then that later in the week.
Wait a minute. What'd you think when you walked into the strip club the first?
I was with someone that I had like a crush on, so
Okay.
I wasn't like looking. I was just with, like he's like, I'm gonna go to the strip club. Are you gonna go to the strip club? I'm like, yeah, I love strip clubs. Meanwhile, I never.
What did you think of the girls when you walked
And
in?
I saw a guy that I dated in the strip club.
Wow.
Yes.
You know, for an Orthodox Jew, you're having a very unorthodox Jewish type life.
Yeah. Well,
And I respect you for that.
I know.
I love it.
It's been.
So you know.
So I
you
saw
walked
him.
in. What did he say?
He said, "What are you doing here?" And then I was like,
How
"I'm
did he
with
say it?
these. What are you doing?"
Is that how men talk? Is that how men sound to you?
What are you doing here? Yeah.
Did you
And,
date McGilla Gorilla?
No,
That's such an old
he's a
reference.
very good catch.
God
this man.
damn it.
I
I can't believe I just had a McGilla Gorilla reference. I gotta watch
I
it a
don't
little
even
bit.
know
I
what
know
McGill-
you don't know.
It's old.
It's the same way you don't know LL Cool J.
I know LL Cool J.
You know him as the guy on
90s.
TV. He's one of the best rappers
He
ever born.
dated Mariah Carey.
Okay, so you're in the strip club, right? And
And I see this guy.
yeah, but how about the women? What do you think
I
about the
didn't
way
look.
the
I didn't.
How
I
could
was
you not look?
literally looking at the guy who I have a crush on like this.
No.
I
And
swear.
but there's in the strip club, there's naked women everywhere.
I didn't even. I was like that.
No,
Zoned in.
you had to see. Did he get a
And
lap
the
dance?
other. No, he wouldn't. Because
So
he was
what the
with
hell did
me.
you guys go to a strip club for?
Because we
To
liked
not
each
get a lap
other.
dance and stare at each other? You should have just went home for that.
It was a birthday party, and I think like it was a weird thing. Like I
You know,
don't
I've been to a couple of strip clubs,
Yeah.
and first and foremost, as a married man, the smartest thing you can do is tell your wife, "I'm going to a strip club tonight with
Does
the
she get
fellas."
mad?
No, she thinks it's funny.
Really?
Yeah, because I have a
I don't
different
get
take on
them.
it.
I don't get them.
I have a different take on it. To me, I get this weird thing where I'm very protective, like fatherly almost. And I look at the girls in there like
It's sad.
they're sad and it's lost. But then invariably, after 30 to 45 minutes, my whole perspective changes and I feel worse for the men because they're sadder than the women because they're
Yes.
giving them money to
do that.
basically shake their butts in their faces.
So my brother-in-law is like to me, yeah, well, like just like so strippers will strip, like physically strip, but like emotionally, I'm stripping on stage every night. That's what he
Jesus
says, being a
Christ.
comedian.
Jesus, and that's not good? Is
Well,
he
he's
saying
saying
that
it's technically the same
it's
thing.
technically the same thing as a stripper?
Yeah.
All right, dude, if you're her ex-brother-in-law and you're watching this, you are a piece of
No,
garbage.
he meant it in a nice way.
I hate the fact that you said that.
Why?
Comparing a comedian to a stripper is the most backwards, retarded way of thinking. Hang yourself. But be
But you
terrific at the
think
same time.
that
Jesus
he's saying
Christ. He's calling you
that
so-
girls know because they
Yeah.
feel powerful when they do it.
Oh,
maybe.
powerful.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
like,
sorry.
Not in a bad way.
well, I
Because
don't like
he's
the whole thing.
open-minded.
Oh, can I get the camera again? Just kidding, buddy. I'm with
If
you.
my brother said that, you could say
Yeah.
that to him.
All right. See how protective I get? And I can't let it. I can't fake it sometimes.
What was that? No. What was it? What was it?
When was
Oh,
the
you
first
have it.
time you had sex?
Oh, okay. You're picking all the ones. Ooh.
That's all right. When
got it.
everything's sexual, sexy, date. When's the first date? That's how you got to do this.
Yeah.
So the first time I had sex. Oh, wait a minute. The amputee. Talk to me about the amputee.
Oh,
Mike,
so-
you're right. Thank you.
So the second time later that week, I went to the. It was a boot. It wasn't a real one. I didn't see like any. I think you had to get rooms or something. But I was with another guy, a comedian.
Okay.
And there was.
There's a theme happening here.
Yeah.
Comedians.
They probably were having the best time. That this Jewish girl, and this was when I was drinking. I just went through a breakup. It was a rough time.
Right.
2 breakups, because remember, okay.
Okay.
Anyway, so there was this elevator on the second floor that it wasn't opening ever, so I leaned my hand on it and like that, and I was like, oh my God, imagine like I was like saying I love you, and then the elevator opened and I fell on the floor.
Yeah.
Like doing a joke. And then the elevator actually opened, and my finger got stuck in the door.
Oh,
like, you know, when it slides.
Wow.
And it was pulling. I was like, oh my God, I don't have a finger. Like, I literally, my finger's off. And I was telling the guy, I was like, my finger, but he thought I was joking. And
Because
then
you
he
had just
realized,
been joking.
Yeah. And he had to pull the elevator open, and my finger, I
Came
couldn't
out.
feel it.
So it was really jammed
There's
in
still like
there.
a bump here.
Did it get cut? Or no, just
No,
smashed?
there's just a bump here. And like, whatever, they brought me to the table, and all the strippers are like huddling around me to see if I was okay. And it was like hugging me. And I was like, don't like touch me. But
I like this story all of a sudden. All of a sudden, this became a great story.
So in my brain, this is what I was thinking. So technically, I wasn't going to have like in my brain, I thought I didn't have a finger. And like, why, like I went through a traumatic thing.
Yeah.
So why would I be opposed to dating someone who doesn't have a finger when that could easily have been me?
You know, the idea that you're open to it, it just shows how progressive and smart you are. And I appreciate that.
Really?
Because prior to that experience, maybe you would have thought twice about it.
No, I would have been like a little bit like scared, but why? Why do humans get scared? That like something traumatic happened, you should be even that
More
person's-
empathetic.
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
right.
And a finger is not even, people don't have like other things which are scarier.
What other things?
Like hands or arms. Wow.
Hands. If I was dating an amputee that with no hands, I would go,
It's very sad.
like every time something good happened, I'd be like, nah, you're really disappointing.
It really
That's what I would
makes
say to
me
them.
feel like
It's
sad.
got its ups and downs. All right. This is
Like you would probably would you do the show with me if I didn't have a finger?
hell yes.
No, you would see me at that Gotham
You
party,
are-
ask me if I wanted a drink, or nice to meet you. Would have seen that, and you
Have
would
you-
have got a little creeped out.
Don't
and
you-
don't lie.
Don't you know me by now?
Would you get creeped
I'd have
out?
you want to talk about the finger all day long.
Really?
I would love that. I would love if you didn't have a leg. I'd let you hop in here
No,
and
you-
just
really?
say stuff about your missing leg. I just
God
told
forbid,
you.
God
I don't know if
forbid,
you get
God
it, but if
forbid,
you, I said if somebody didn't have hands, I'd wait for something good to happen and go.
You would do it, so you'd make a joke.
And I would tell
You'd
him,
make
yeah,
a
you're really
joke.
disappointing. It's
Okay.
really disappointing dating you. You can't even high five me.
Okay.
And I'd say stupid shit like, do you need a hand?
Oh my God.
Hey, let's give him a hand, honey. Oh, you can't.
Yeah.
I guess you can't do that. You know what I mean?
It's
You got to
sad.
hand it to him.
Okay.
I mean, that guy clearly won, hands down.
It's just a body part, no biggie. So is a penis.
Hold on now. Let's not play games. Let's not talk about removing penises. It's all we got, fellas. It's all we got left. They're taking everything else from us. Even our driving lanes. There's bike lanes now in
Would
Brooklyn.
you date a girl who didn't have a nipple?
Yes.
You would.
I'd date a girl who didn't have a head.
Okay.
You understand? Men are a little different. As long as there's some major components, that's all we care about.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Without a nipple doesn't even exist. It doesn't even. You should have said something else, like.
Would
You know.
we don't look down on people? Everyone is funny.
That's
in their
right.
own way.
Ownard, I respect you for
I
that,
never
Ownard.
look down on anybody.
That's right. That's what he's saying. He's
I'm
saying he
looking
agrees
down
with
on
you.
myself
He agrees with
for
you.
being worried about not having a finger.
You're.
What? I shouldn't judge myself for that. I went to a strip club. I made a mistake.
I love you.
You know?
Olga, I love you, and I love when you're here. You're my favorite human being on the planet right now, besides my son Tommy and my wife, who together made a high
What
school.
about your other son?
No, Mikey's a psychopath, and I
Okay.
think we're gonna have to put him in a home before he's 11 or 12 years old, because I think he's gonna be a murderer, just a mass murderer.
While he's having sex. He
Actually,
has the fetish.
no, he's a sweetheart. He's a sweet boy.
Bad people.
Actually, Mike, it's funny because Michael is Michael. You know, today's Tommy's day, right? But Mikey's the
Yeah.
baby, so every day's his day.
Every day is his
and
day.
he's
So
always
today it's about Tommy.
and Tommy's always in trouble for making him cry, and it's always Tommy's fault, and Tommy has no patience, and
Yeah.
it's a whole thing that goes on. But
Yeah.
when is the first time you had sex? Is what you asked me.
Yeah.
This is interesting. I hope my son Tommy doesn't see this, but although he might see it, and I'm going to keep it gully, as we say in the Bronx,
Yeah.
where I went to a couple times and almost lost my life. God almighty, you're not going to believe this. I was 11 years old when I
What?
moved. Yeah. I was 11 years old when I moved to Arizona. And I told you, nobody really, my mother kind of like took us, my sister and I. My mother was a hippie and like a liberal before it was popular and like
Yeah.
wonderful to be one.
Okay.
So she basically divorced my father because she didn't want to be part of the patriarchy, and put us on a plane and went to Arizona to see a friend of hers to live there, another hippie liberal,
A man?
a woman,
Okay.
and
She was a lesbian?
didn't tell. I wish that would have, made it more interesting.
I
but
know, 11. That's crazy.
I was 11 when I went to Arizona, and my whole family didn't know where we were, and that's Olga Namer.
Yeah.
CJ, come on, man. CJ in Texas, how you doing, bro? If you're a bro. If not,
Yeah.
how you doing, sis? You know what I mean? That's my hip hop lingo.
Because I got much more spunk than the last time.
Yeah. Last time she wasn't happy. You were great last time.
It's,
So this is crazy. I'll try to get to the point because there's a lot of questions, and I love that there's a lot of questions in there, but I was 12, actually. I was 11 when we got to Arizona. When I was, God, I might have been 11. It was 11 or 12. When I got to Arizona, I always tell people one of the things that surprised me so much about being in Arizona is that, I joke with you about being Orthodox Jewish, but Italian Catholic is not too far off.
okay.
So when I was in Brooklyn, being Italian, everybody knew what everybody was doing.
Yeah.
Your grandparents watched you, your aunts and uncles, your mother and father, they were on top of everything.
Okay.
And it's not like you're gonna go sneak off with one of your cousin's friends to a closet and do some crazy stuff as a kid. It's not happening.
Okay.
They're watching
They'll
every
know.
movie. Yeah, they're
They'll know.
watching every movie you make.
Okay.
But in Arizona, it was my first exposure to like really Caucasian white people.
Okay.
And the difference out there was that they were very like carefree, believe it or not, with their children. Like parents would leave to go to San Diego or visit
Really?
Texas or go upstate Arizona for the weekend. If there was an older kid in the house, like say a 17 or 16-year-old sister, and then you had a 12-year-old son and a
Okay.
9-year-old daughter, they would just leave for the weekend, and that's where house parties started. So that's where you had keg parties and all these things. So
All the while.
I was 11 years old,
Okay.
and my best friend Jeff, his house was the house where the parents would always leave.
New friend.
My
By
best
the
new
way.
friend
Okay.
out there. He was one of the guys who
Best
took me
new
in.
friend.
And, there was a party.
Okay.
And I was 11. And I didn't even, I was 12, say I was 12. And how do you say this without saying it? It was the first time my body was functioning in any kind of weird way. Like I didn't even know
Oh, like you didn't
what
know
was
what was
happening.
going on.
I didn't really,
Okay.
and boys will tell you, you start.
I
things-
heard weird things from boys.
Just
they
you'll
say
be-
strange stuff.
Yeah, you just be sitting in class and it's all, oh, okay, hey now.
Uh-huh.
Like, all right, that's happening.
A
And
comedian told me the first time he came was from a
first time
chair.
he
A chair.
a chair?
Yes.
That's funny because my story is that I don't think I was even able to produce a result. But there was this girl who was like a freshman in high school, which
So that's 14.
she was like 14.
Wow.
And she was flirting with me and making me say things in my Brooklyn accent.
God, she's raped you. No.
That's not what we call it. We
But
call
11?
it. In the world of men, we called it she created a hero. It's not rape when it's the other way around.
It's insane. I'm sorry.
It's-
a freshman going for a 7th grader?
I was
Is
very,
she crazy?
you know, Italian men are very
Did you
advanced.
lie? You lied that your age, or you
I
said
didn't
your age?
have. She didn't even ask me my age. We didn't get to ages. She just knew I was Jeff's friend, so she had to know I was at middle school, you know.
Oh my gosh.
But you got to understand, I was very like Italian men look like we're 30 when we're 12.
Oh, okay, got
you know.
it, got
So I had like a little mustache, and I didn't even know it. I'm telling you, nothing functioned. But the end of the story is, she took me upstairs, and really kind of when I look back on it, I was like a human blow-up doll for her.
Oh my
Because she
gosh.
just kind of laid me down and went to work, and went for like. All I know is it lasted for like an hour and a half.
An hour.
Because nothing. There was nothing. My theory is
But
there's
you were
nothing.
able to get
It
the
was.
thing?
I was.
Oh.
Yes, but nothing. There was nothing produced because I think I was too young to produce a result.
That's scary.
So, but from a woman's, I'm spitting. From a woman's perspective,
Yeah.
that's phenomenal. Like looking back
Yeah,
on it,
he's like,
she
this
was like,
11-year-old. Maybe that's why she rapes 11-year-olds, because she knows that they last
you know,
an hour.
it's something to think about.
Oh, no.
I mean, you said it. You said it like it was
Like,
interesting.
I should be with an
Your eyes are lighting
11-year-old
up,
now.
right? I just want you to know, if my wife is watching, I'm sorry. That's only when I was 11.
Oh,
I know
did she
you know
not
different.
know? Did she not know the story?
Oh, my wife knows the story.
she
Of
think
course,
it's
I'm
a
saying I'm apologizing to her for
crazy
not being able to last an hour and a half anymore.
Oh, my
She doesn't know that
God.
11-year-old version of me.
That's
But
scary.
and the thing is that triggered. Owner says triggered. So I never forget, that was like my first experience. And then what's so funny about it is not knowing what an orgasm was
Yeah.
from that experience, but still thinking I was a man. I was like, I've done this before. So then it happened like 4 or 5, maybe 10, 15 times before I even knew what I was doing with this girl and other girls at the party. I'm
What?
telling you, it was the 80s, it was wild, it was Arizona.
Oh my God, I'm
And then my first real girlfriend
Yeah.
that I fell in love with was a beautiful girl.
How
Beautiful,
old were
beautiful
you?
girl. I was a freshman in high school.
Okay.
Then when I was a freshman, the first time I was with her, it was like 1.8 seconds, and everything and it was my first real time, and I'll never forget, like, it felt like my soul left my body.
Oh my
It was like
God.
the greatest, guys will know what I'm talking about. It feels like your soul, like it's the most amazing feeling. I think this is why I never really did drugs, because I was
Right.
like, nothing can be like this.
Really?
And from that moment on, I had to struggle like every other man, like just to, to last a little bit. She should be in
Jail.
hero jail. She should
Oh,
be in the jail
the young girl.
for heroes. She is.
This is
a
insane.
hero.
This is why you can't let your children out of the house.
What do you mean? It made me a man. And by the way, never told anybody. Only me and Jeff knew. We kept it to ourselves. I didn't go start
Do you know
telling
her name?
people. I sure do.
Where is she?
She still lives in Arizona.
And she's still having sex with
She-
11-year-olds.
Raping her children, I would imagine.
Does she
No,
have kids?
yo, Bethany, her name was. Should I say her name? Cindy. I
no,
could say
don't.
Cindy.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's always the Cindy's, by
Yo,
the
Bethany
way.
was here before. You missed my Yo Bethany story. How do you say his name?
Who?
Appears entire. A pure.
Pure Centire.
We'll keep it a secret. Thank you, Tor. So, when was the first time you had sex?
Insane. That's insane.
Do we talk about your sex story, or do we just
But
get another
mine's
question?
so stupid. I got
you had
married.
sex with your husband. We don't want to
Yeah.
hear about that. All right, you pick one. I think the boys are going to be jealous. You want to talk about all right, talk about it real quick. The
Nah,
first
it
time.
was just with my husband.
Was it everything you thought it would be?
I didn't even know. I thought it was good.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll take that as a husband, as a first-time husband. Okay, I thought it was good.
It hurt for sure. Who is your least favorite person in the world and why?
Ooh, that's a good one. You must have wrote that one.
No, I didn't.
Or me. Wrote that.
You asked someone to. Okay.
No, I wrote that.
I get it. It does not look like your handwriting, by the way,
It's
at
my
all.
handwriting. It's all the same handwriting.
It's a feminine handwriting, but I know there's no girls.
Well, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Yeah, maybe it doesn't look like my handwriting. All right, whatever.
It's neat.
All right. So what do you got? Who's your? Don't worry about who wrote it.
Alive or dead?
Alive. Nobody cares about dead people that you don't like. Only the alive ones. By the way, this just in, there are snowflakes cascading to the ground, contacting the previously cascaded snowflakes that are sticking to each other and accumulating. We'll keep the updates as we continue. Back to you, Olga.
Okay, who is my least favorite person in the world and why?
Yeah.
Shoot.
And why do you hate shoot?
I just
shoot
don't
was an
know.
exclamation.
I have to be honest.
You know.
No, I could be stupid and say, oh, I hate someone who murdered people because they're bad.
No, really. Is there a person that walks into a room where you see and you're
I
like,
will say I
ugh.
don't like dentists. I don't trust them.
do I have to pick another question? I want a specific person.
I don't hate anyone.
This is
I love all people.
horrendous. Who's my least favorite person in the world?
You
right now?
know?
Who do I hate?
I really don't hate anyone. Someone did spit in my face last week.
What?
By mistake.
Oh, that
I was
doesn't
walking on the street home, and it was late, and there was two boys outside a bar.
count. Really?
Yeah, and I was just walking in my headphones, and then the guy was like, but he didn't realize that I was walking by
Where did he
him
hit you?
right here.
Oh, no.
And then I looked, and I was like, okay, but he's
Are you
hot.
sure this
He
didn't
was
happen
hot.
in
He
your
was-
apartment and some other stuff happening? You're mistaking the
He
location.
was good looking.
What?
Yes.
So he's good looking. So did you talk to
And
him?
he was
Is that how he picked up on you?
British.
Oh, right. So
And he felt
here's
terrible.
Right. So here's what we're gonna do, mate. It's a beautiful lady walking down the street, right? What you're gonna do is turn and spit on a bloody head.
He felt
right, and as soon as you spit in her eye, she's gonna be like, "Oh my God, he's so good looking and British." All you gotta do is talk like this, and they're like, "Oh yes, right. Here's me
Right.
clothes. Take them off. I'm ready to have sex with you because you're British, right? How's me British accent?" Dentists have a suicide. Oh yeah, they do. They have the highest suicide rates.
Do they? Maybe
That's
because
right,
they feel
Onard.
bad that they always put people in pain for no reason.
Because nobody
I
likes
think
them.
If you think
That's
about
why.
it, like they're not going to be like, "Oh, yeah, your teeth are perfect. You don't need." They need to tell you something.
Not only that, it's also.
How do you know they're not lying to you?
But first of all, even if it
I
doesn't
don't
matter.
see anything on the X-ray. You see here?
Yeah,
You see that? No, I don't see anything, and I
think-
feel fine, so I don't
think-
get it.
I think the end result is that nothing starts good with a dental procedure.
Ever.
Ever. It's always, all right, this is going to pinch a little bit. And then they dig a hole in your gums. That's why we hate them. All right, let's answer another
What
question.
kind of person will say, "Ooh, I want to be a dentist"?
All right. Here we
I
go.
love dentists because
Oh, we had this one already. I flung this and it landed in the thing.
that's funny. Unless it's the same question
It's the date.
twice
It's
that
the
we
date
wrote
one.
the same one.
No.
I feel bad that I made
look
fun
at
of
yours.
dentists.
Look at yours, the way you did yours. And look at the way I did mine.
I like to conserve paper.
This is mine and this is
I'm
hers.
Jewish. I'm cheap with the paper.
Yeah, you
My
gotta
mother,
save
she
the
raised
paper,
me
Brenda.
right.
Do you believe in ghosts? Nope.
You don't.
Nope.
Why?
Because they're not real.
What about sleep paralysis? You know when that happens?
Yeah.
You know it?
And that's a ghost?
No, and you see the thing in your face like this.
What?
A man.
What are you talking about?
Imagine that.
Maybe we should get that therapist back in here. Sleep paralysis and then the man in your face.
Yeah.
You don't have daddy issues, you have man issues.
It's a thing.
What is it? What do you mean? So what is sleep
You ever have a
paralysis?
dentist try and talk to you while you're... Huh? Should I tell you what happened with the dentist? You're going to flip.
I would love to hear it.
I went in at 10 a.m. and I didn't get out till 6 p.m. and I don't even remember anything. I know.
Actually, there's a video on YouTube. I know exactly what happened. You were wonderful. You were fantastic. That is the creepiest shit I've ever heard.
So creepy.
What do you mean? You went in at 10 o'clock, came out at 6 o'clock?
Yeah, and they're like, we fixed your mouth. Everything's
What?
fine. And I just, yeah. Maybe it was 4 p.m.
If it's longer than 1 or 2 hours.
It was a very effing long time.
Was it Dr. Weinstein?
Yes.
Harvey Weinstein,
Exactly.
the dentist?
Yes.
All right, sweetheart, I'm in a different line of work now. Just open your mouth. You're going to have to give me a massage. But first I have to give you this needle. You'll wake up. Everything will be fine.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm going to put you in a movie with Sean Penn.
I left crying.
What do you mean?
I dreamt about cracking my teeth sometimes.
What is this? What is the thing about ghosts? Do you believe in ghosts?
I don't believe in ghosts, but I feel like, I don't know, I've seen.
Where? What do you mean?
That's why also I don't like to sleep, because I get scared.
Oh my God, what am I going to do with you? I need to help you. I need to get you some medicine. Listen.
It's very scary. One time I was in Australia.
Don't believe what they say about heroin. It's okay to try it, okay?
One time I was in Australia.
Oh my God. Yeah.
With TLC, by the way.
Which you got the job
And
because you're very qualified.
by the way, T-Baz believes in ghosts too.
Can we get TLC on? Can we get them on?
I don't know. I'm not in touch with them anymore, really.
What's going on?
Long story.
What happened?
Nothing.
Did one of their boyfriends have a crush on you?
No.
Did you burn somebody's house down with them?
No.
They're the ones that burn people's houses down, right?
I burnt.
Yeah. Didn't she pass away?
Yes, she did.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Well,
is this?
I don't know.
All right. Talk to me about Finland or Australia or wherever it is.
So I was sleeping, and I woke up, and I saw a ghost.
Okay.
Like in the walls.
Yeah.
You know, or like someone was smoking a cigar.
Right. Oh.
Like and
In the
this is-
walls in Australia.
I'll wake up and I'll be like, leave me alone, please. And then I'll open the light, like it scares me. But I've read about the sleep paralysis because your brain's in REM state.
Yeah.
Look, see? Yes, in Finland. So now listen to this. Okay.
They market that they have ghosts.
I've seen it. And then I asked Tion, and she's like, yeah, I also seen the ghost.
Okay.
And
In the hotel?
In the hotel.
What, did he have a name?
I didn't give it a name.
Hello, I'm Bob the
Casper.
Ghost, mate. I'm not.
I love your Australian
I'm not
accent.
Australian.
And
I'm from England, but I'm in Australia, mate.
They traveled.
It's like everywhere I go, I'm right here.
Yeah.
Right.
They sent him to Australia.
Well done.
So then.
Well done, mate.
Yeah.
You like my English accent?
It's Cockney.
Right.
Right.
I'm not Cockney, I'm very humble. Get it? It's like comedy, mate. It's like she said Cockney, but I took it as Cockney and made a joke out of it. It's like I can do anything, anywhere with comedy.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Well done, mate.
I like it.
Right. Well
play-
done, mate. All right, go ahead.
Oh.
It's not. So, here's
now-
the thing. Did the ghost attack you?
No. But then also I was in the hotel room. I heard a toilet flush out of nowhere.
It's a boring ghost.
Listen. So now I call. So it's like the third night that this happened.
Yeah.
I call the hotel lobby and I say, I'm seeing a ghost.
We'll send up we'll send up the ghost catcher in a minute, ma'am. Right now he's cleaning the pool, but we'll have him gather the ghost as soon as he's available. What did they say to a person that?
They said, why don't you call us when you saw him? I swear. Okay?
Sure, I'm legit says, what kind of stream am I watching? A stream of stupidity, sir. You are watching a stream of stupidity. Thank you for your time. Well done, mate. She saw a ghost, and the front desk is like, right, you call me too late. You have to call me when he's there.
Exactly.
It's not like I can just catch a ghost that ain't there. Nothing worse than a ghost that's not very prompt and kind of late and tardy. You need a ghost that shows up on time, mate. I love doing the English accent, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like, well done, mate. If you ever get stuck doing an English accent, you don't know how to quite end the sentence, you just pause and say, well done, mate.
Well done.
Cheers. Right.
Right.
Well done, mate. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's good.
Right. Why are ghosts always scary? Why can't we get a ghost that's like conscientious and wants to help out with the dishes? Like, hey, Hey, sorry to bother you guys. I'm a ghost. I know it's scary typically, but I would like to just hang out, maybe help with the dishes a little bit.
People have dead relatives that visit in the dream and give messages.
Like a very considerate ghost who goes,
Yeah.
look, if you're not going to do the laundry, I'm here all day. I really have nowhere to be. I'll fold,
do the laundry.
I'll do the laundry, and if
Yeah.
maybe walk the dogs.
Oh my God, did you hear about this girl that married a ghost from the past life? It was in the Post. And
No.
she has sex with it. She says the best sex of her life.
Really?
Yes. And he makes money or so. I don't know, some crazy stuff. You didn't hear about this. A pirate he used
Tell
to
your
be.
father you married a Jew ghost, and he'll be happy.
I do
Tell him
think
you have the
about-
best sex.
I do
I
think-
married a Orthodox ghost. Go ahead.
I do think about making up a boyfriend,
Yeah.
like George Glassberg, you know?
Right.
And like saying, yeah, he's Jewish, he's a doctor, Boston, you don't know the family.
Can I do the voice? I'll talk to him.
Yeah, and then I think he'll be like, you know, I think I could buy 3 months
Yeah.
of peace.
And then I'll just switch up the
Like
Jewish
he
voice.
loves my comedy.
Yeah. Mr. Namer, this is Daryl Ginsburg. Would it be
Needs
you?
the ghost to take the robot's job.
Yeah, we need ghosts to take robot jobs. That's right. Hey guys, I'm very considerate ghost here. I just want
I
to,
have to
if you
tell
don't
you-
mind, I'll get into the assembly line and put some cars together. Go ahead. What?
I was checking into my flight.
Yeah.
You have to do everything by yourself now, even the bag tag.
This is
that
unacceptable.
Crazy?
Yes, it is.
What? Are you kidding me?
me tell you
And I
something.
was like, could I just go up there? No, you got to do it. And
White
then you
girls in
peel it
America have been
yourself.
through way too much lately for this to be taking place.
It's insane.
And we need it to
it's
end.
insane.
We need it to end. This type
Bag
of
my own
abuse.
groceries.
Horrible.
What are they thinking? Like?
I'm here for you. I just want you to know if you ever need someone to talk to, I'm here for you.
I don't like it. I don't like what this world.
Well done, mate. Right. Can you do well done, mate? Right.
Do you think it's normal that I have to lift my suitcase and put it on the tram?
I
Like
think it's abnormal.
Are
and
you? Are they
it's-
crazy?
they
What do
are
they
crazy.
have people there for?
I know. Why are they there?
To tell me what to do?
Did it hurt? Did you strain a muscle when you did it?
It was hard.
It was difficult.
Yes. It's because I don't work out.
You goes to clean likes that, right? Goes to clean things up. Hey,
Oh wait, let me finish the Ghost
ahead.
Australia. So now
Okay.
I'm in acting school. There's an Australian woman
Okay.
in the class.
And she's there?
She's talking about ghosts. No, or something. We were talking. The conversation
Yeah.
came up.
So you were in Australia with TLC,
We were in Perth.
taking an acting class.
No. Now I was in an acting class. Australian was in the class.
Okay. Okay.
I told her I'd been to Perth.
Right.
And then I told her about my ghost story. And then she said, oh, yeah, it's known. This hotel, name the hotel.
Oh my God.
And it's a known thing. So now you want to go and tell me that ghosts don't exist?
Yes. The next question is this one. First of all, here's what I want to tell you. I want you to come on
true.
more. I want you to be on more. I had to ring out my food at the store. The cashier helping me. I asked for an employee discount. Right?
should get
Torin,
one.
that's a great line. That is a great line. What's up,
Bill
Digital
Burr,
Phil?
Bill Burr has a very funny shtick on this.
Who?
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr. He's a funny guy.
He's so funny.
He's very, very funny.
He was at West Side Comedy Club. the other night.
Digital Phil just gave us cheers or things that triangles. I'm
Awesome.
sure the kids know what that is, and I appreciate it. That's a cheer.
I like it.
Oh, here's one I
I'll
wrote.
take a triangle.
Here's one I wrote. You can tell it's me.
Tell me.
Ready? We're getting
'Cause
back to
it's
basics.
sloppy. This is for you.
No, it's for you.
Can you recite the prayer from your bat mitzvah? Guess what?
What?
I didn't have a bat mitzvah. You know why?
What?
Girls, Sephardic girls don't have bat mitzvahs. Only
This is
Ashkenazim.
unacceptable.
Yeah. Ashkenaz do.
So you don't know any?
I know prayers.
Can you blast me off one? Can you teach me
Baruch
a
atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam.
Baruch Shah?
Baruch atah Hashem. Oh, I'll do this one. Baruch atah Hashem melech haolam shel kol niyeh bebaruch.
And then you have to drink?
Thank you for
Can you
making
teach me it?
water.
Can you teach me it?
Well, now I can't say God's name in vain again.
That's not in vain.
Baruch
It's
atah
Baruch Atah
Adonai
Adonai
Eloheinu
Eloheinu
melech
Melech.
How long?
How long?
What? Shall call.
Shall call.
Nia.
Nia.
Bebero.
Bebero. Word. And that's my word.
There's a prayer that the boys say.
Damn, I will never
thank
remember.
you for not making me a woman. Did you know that?
This is some really unbelievable. That's an. What is going out? Bye, owner. Thank you, man.
Oh.
Thank you.
Bye.
More motivational content. Thank you, my man. What is the prayer of thank you for not making me a woman? I mean,
They say it every morning.
Like modern day religious people could never be part, like they can never say the things they say on Twitter.
For the woman,
you couldn't tweet that.
Then they
Today-
have, thank you for not making me a slave.
Okay, could you imagine
And then,
if I go on Twitter and say, today I said a prayer and said, thank you for not making me a woman.
yeah.
Twitter will rain down hellfire on
Well,
me for that.
maybe they're just being honest and they knew from back in the day
You know?
that women don't have rights.
I mean, it's such a.
Back
I
in
don't
the
want to get into
day.
it, but you know,
Now-
I have
now.
a theory that men are
Or-
not good people.
Maybe because thank you for not making me a woman because she has to give birth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
Maybe that's
pain.
why. Oh, because women are more powerful. In other words, it's powerful.
Well, she has to give labor pains. That's
Is that
rough.
what you think?
Yeah.
Is it open for
Then
interpretation, or do they
for
say
the men,
why?
it's for the girls. Thank you for making me the way you intended me to be.
But do you think it's because it's a humbling thing, or it's like denigrating women in some sort of fashion?
My father would say. Well, my father says that his synagogue doesn't say that prayer.
Oh, they don't.
But he's saying that they recognize that women had it hard.
It's a recognition of women having it hard. By the way, as you're answering these questions, I'm cheating and looking at the questions
Don't
and
do
trying to
it.
pick
Don't
out.
cheat.
I'm not cheating. I'm
No,
just.
now put them all in and I get to pick because
Okay.
No, stop. These are both that you're answering.
All right.
This is your question.
I just think it's a boring
This
one. I
is-
don't know.
oh,
It's probably because I wrote it.
Because you wrote it.
Actually, we did one already. We
Here.
did this one already.
Would you make out with a homeless man for $1 million?
I made out with a homeless man for a bagel yesterday.
You did.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
What?
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't make out with a homeless man for
No
$1 million?
way. No.
That's because
effing
you
way.
know people with $1
Meaning
million.
on the street, like dirty, sleeping, like scary. No.
I can't even
You
joke.
would?
I can't joke about this. No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
No.
Okay.
No. Unless I knew I was getting like 5 days to live and I just give the money to my
You
family.
know what I would do?
What would you do?
I'd make out with him and then give the money to the homeless man.
There's no.
Because I'm a good person.
There's no logic in any of that.
What do you mean? You're saving
Because
a
now
man.
you're dying from a disease and he's gonna go spend it on Mad
And
Dog
if I
50-50.
could save one person
He's
in
gonna
this
buy $1
world,
million.
then I did my job.
Here's what he's gonna do. He's gonna buy $959,000 worth of vodka
Why do you think this?
and then $41,000 worth of cardboard.
Why do you think?
And he's gonna make a cardboard mansion and just drink vodka. Cool, Chief Rocka. I don't drink vodka. I keep a
Fine.
microphone inside my
I
locker. I go to
would
school every
make
day.
out
And
with
on
the
the side I
homeless
get paid
man and
because I'm
give
rocking on the
$1
mic until the
million
break of
to
day.
cancer research.
Oh, here's a good one.
Read
It's
it.
a random one.
Read it.
For you. It's for you.
You're throwing all of the
No, I'm
things
not.
on the
It's
floor.
a random one. It's very random. Did we ask this?
Other than TJ Stone, who do you think is the funniest man ever born?
Oh, wow. Thank you for other than TJ Stone. Thank you.
Obviously.
Thank you. No, I mean, I don't know who wrote that, but that's very nice of you to include me in the question.
TJ's handwriting.
No, it's not. That's not my handwriting. That's silly. I'm way too.
I
way
love Larry David.
I'm Larry David-ish,
Love
right?
him.
But not
Love him.
really. Like different. Like a little different than Larry David.
Very different. You're not the same. No one's Larry. Larry.
I don't like the way you said that. It made me
is
feel
Larry.
sad.
I'm kidding.
It made me feel sad about myself.
Well,
I thought we had
are
chemistry,
you
and now
Larry? I would say you're more of
Costanza.
Well, Larry is him, no?
Yeah.
But you're not neurotic, are you?
No, I don't even know what that
Exactly.
is.
Larry's very neurotic.
Yeah, I can't even make believe I'm neurotic.
Are you neurotic?
No, maybe about some
I guess,
stuff.
you know what? I don't even know what being neurotic is. 'Cause
Neurotic
they say
and
that
nervous.
I'm neurotic.
Yeah, nervous about everything. And
No, you're chill.
me, I'm not neurotic. No, you. I
Yeah.
think you're neurotic.
I'm neurotic.
I would say you're more neurotic than I am, but I don't think you're as neurotic as David. What's his name?
Larry did.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Well, you don't know me when I'm a person at 4 p.m.
Are you
When
neurotic
I turn
then?
into the real me.
This is the real you, isn't
Not
it?
really. I'm
It's a little bit-
I'm
You're so tired right now, right?
It's like, you know when you wake up for the airport and you're like not a human? That's what it felt like today.
I'm very happy that you made it here today. Oh wow, we only have
Even
5
in the
minutes
snow.
left. But
Oh no.
have
Quick
you ever
with the
played
question.
Spin the Bottle?
Have I ever played spin? I think so, yes.
How'd it go for you?
I don't remember being able to. I think we kissed on the cheek as she was like, oh, you kissed on the cheek.
Kiss on the
Oh.
cheek. Italians play Spin the Bottle, and whoever it lands on has to get hit with a golf club. Very different.
No way.
What is your biggest struggle? Whoa,
I asked you that.
That's a good one.
I asked you that.
Containing my awesomeness, I think, is
That's hard. You don't want to let the
Probably-
world know. Like
probably
it's too show offy.
trying to remain humble with all of the accolades and the love and the adoration that's thrown my way.
It could be hard.
It's very humbling, and I try to maintain a certain amount of, what's the word? Humility, I believe. Because I try to look at people like they're my flowers. And I want to water my flowers with
Right.
love.
Yes.
And I want to bestow upon them my knowledge and my understanding of how the world works and improve their lives, not mine.
Right.
No, never. Their lives. And
Of
always
course, it's all about the people.
let them know that I'm here to help mold and guide.
Like a rabbi.
Yeah.
Like Rabbi
Yeah.
Ginsburg.
And that's what I struggle with, the overwhelming amount of
Knowledge.
knowledge that I have and how to impart that on the masses, not just in America, but
In the
around
world.
the globe. Yes, in the world.
So,
What's your struggles?
my struggle?
Yeah.
A lot. I have a lot of them. Every day's a struggle. First of all, it's waking up.
Okay, so we're going to start with waking up. We're going to start with waking up.
Waking up. I always have very bad self-talk. Very
Really?
bad.
What kind of
very
self-talk
bad.
do you got?
Just everything. It's like constant, all day long.
Really?
All day long.
What kind of things do you do?
Like
Questioning life? Questioning yourself?
No, like you're so stupid. You suck.
To yourself?
Very depressing. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I love you so much. Everybody
don't-
loves you. You shouldn't do that. Look how much people love you. Look
I
at
know,
this.
but it's just like it's bad. I think they say it's a parental voice.
It's a parental voice?
Yeah.
It's your parents speaking.
Well, that's why I have two voices in my head. One's my father telling me how great and awesome I am, and one's my mother telling me how bad I am.
You
You know?
think at a certain
So
point
it's like-
we can have the ability to forget the idea that our parents.
Thank you, Arpad.
Thank you,
I don't know what that
Arpad.
is, but that's so
Olga,
nice.
I'm going to tell you. Do you think there's a moment in time where you can go, these people are just people. They're just people like I'm a person, and
They did their
we
best.
call them mother and father, but they're just human beings.
That's true.
And what they think and what they say and what their opinions are, whether I can take it, if it applies to me, then I'll accept that. If it's ludicrous and
But it's
based on their own
everything I
nonsense.
know.
Yeah, but listen,
For now.
my mother and father had crazy, look at what my mother did. And there was a certain point when I got to a certain age, I said, wait a minute, that's her perception, and that's the way she sees the world, and I agree with this, I don't agree with that, I'm not gonna let it apply to me, and I looked at them for people, and that's when I started loving them the most. I was like, all right, they have their own issues, they're people, but they're people. I know they made me, but they're not, God and goddess, they're people.
I look at my parents like God and God. I mean, no,
Yeah.
I don't. That
Yeah.
just came out. But
To a certain extent, that's what happens.
I think Well, my father, I think, is just like, yeah, he was I guess, my hero.
Yeah, but now you're old enough to know that he's not a hero. He's just a man.
Not, though?
I can be that
He's
hero.
very.
And that's why I'm humbled
be
by
your hero,
the adoration
baby.
that people. Look, you're too beautiful and too wonderful and too intelligent and too funny to be struggling. So stop it now. Which famous person are you most attracted to? Read that last line. I can't read that.
Besides T.J. Stone.
Oh, wow.
Larry
Thank you.
David. Larry David.
You're attracted to Larry David?
You know who I saw this weekend?
Who did you see this weekend?
David Beckham.
I can't. Oh, so
Should
that's
I tell you
clearly.
what happened?
So clearly that's the
No,
guy.
I didn't know it was him. Okay?
Is he a handsome fella?
And I was with my friend. Well, she was my friend, yeah.
Okay.
And I was exhausted.
Okay.
And we wanted to go out. We had like this Sabbath dinner party, so I'm just picturing, like, we go to the Soho House. I was wearing a dress, but then I put a huge sweatshirt on top, and then I was wearing these boots, these snow boots. So I looked ridiculous. Okay.
I don't see. That's that silly inner voice.
No,
I bet
know
you
I
looked
did.
adorable.
And everyone thinks these boots look very
Is she
like
not?
manly.
Johnny, thank you for that. One of the greatest 3PLT. Thank you. That's very nice. I like when you. It's very nice. It really touches me. Digging the Davids. So you looked adorable, and you felt like you didn't look good.
No, I didn't even think that. I just knew that I looked like ridiculous.
You're silly. You're being silly.
So he was staring at me, but I didn't know who he was.
Oh, he wanted you.
So then,
David
is what
Beckham
happened.
wanted you.
No.
Yes.
So this is what happened.
I know men.
We went in the elevator together because we both happened to leave at the same time. And he goes to me, I like those boots.
Oh, really? Look
Yes.
look, you're giggling and everything.
So then my friend goes, I work with your wife.
Oh, come
I
on,
was
man.
like, what are you doing? Like, and
Let the girl
then
have
he
a
got
moment, first of all.
That was the second time I was in that elevator with him, by the way. What do you think that means?
I think that means that David
We just
Beckham
go to the Soho House in Miami.
is a predator, and that's his home turf.
Is he stalking
That's what I
me?
think. I think that elevator is David Beckham's home sexual predator turf. What I
So
think that
I
means
would
is
say
leave it
he's
up to a
hot,
friend,
too.
though, to ruin the moment. Let the girl have a moment. Here's
But
arguably,
if he was married, is he married?
I don't know.
Because I wouldn't flirt with anyone
Well, he's
who's married.
arguably
Like, I
top
wouldn't-
3 or 4 best-looking guys in the world. You
But he
got
didn't
Brad
look
Pitt,
that
T.J.
hot.
Stone, Adam
Definitely
somebody,
TJ.
Bob
definitely.
Smith, and then
Adam Levine.
Adam
But
Levine.
what's up with the tattoos? It's just too much.
I don't know.
It's
I
too
wasn't
much.
even thinking Adam Levine.
Adam Levine
know?
is Jewish.
Well done, mate. Right, it's like, have a good day. Happy recent there. Listen, we have more questions. We'll get to them next time. It's 1 o'clock. I got to get you home. But just one more question, real quick. One more question.
Snow and the flakes.
Real
Who's
question.
your favorite person in the world besides T.J. Stone, and why?
Thank you. Namaste. Thank you.
I think I guess I love my dad and my mom, but my dad and my mom both.
I'm just happy you didn't say Larry David again.
I was gonna say Larry
Jesus
David,
Christ.
but then I was like,
Think
switch
it's a
it up,
joke.
switch it up.
All right, look, we're going to get to more questions
Who's
next
yours?
time. My favorite person,
Your wife.
without question, I'd have to say it's a 3-way tie between my wife, Michael, and Thomas.
Aww, and me.
And of course, the guy who invented Haagen-Dazs and Olga Namer.
Aww. Is that it?
We are getting massively good feedback from the show today, Olga. Thank you so much for being on. I love you like a little sister, and that's going to be a problem for anybody who dates you in the future. Forget about the crazy Jewish family, because TJ Stone is here, and that's going to be a problem. And thank you for watching 3PLT on Be Terrific TV. Don't forget to catch us on Roku, Apple TV. Go to Apple, download the app. Olga Namer, by the way, is an amazing comedian. She's a stand-up comedian who, listen, we can take a couple minutes to talk about this. You just became a regular at?
Comic strip. I got passed in the club last
She got
night.
passed in the club. That means that she auditioned to be a regular and is now a regular, paid regular at the comic strip on, where's the comic strip?
You could see me at, it's on 81st and 1st, and on 2nd.
It's on
and
the internet.
also alganamer.com is my website. I'm
alganamer.com.
going to be posting my shows.
Yes,
I have
Olga
a lot
Namer.
this month. Thank God.
Thank you, CJ in Texas. She is so cute. See? Let me tell you something. David Beckham wasn't looking at your shoes. He was looking to get involved with you in a romantic way.
Until my friend did that.
I'm not sure I approve.
She went and done did it. But if he's married, I don't want to do that.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I love you guys. Thank you so much. Can we have you in here as much as possible?
I would love that.
As long as I give you cash for Uber and your father pays for it?
Yes.
That's it.
And also, the waking up.
And now, listen, I'm going to let you sign off for us. Do some kind of sign up. Thank you for watching, blah, 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 blah.
All right.
And then just whatever you say things, and then at the end of it, say, be terrific.
Okay. Guys, thank you for watching. I hope you tune into this weekly, daily. And TJ Stone, I just want to thank you for everything. And be terrific. Like that?
Yep.